It's a LP beat. It's a LP beat. It's a LPV.
All right. What is going on, everybody? We are live for the Miami Dolphins at the Cincinnati Bengals. How's everybody doing today? Oh, let me...
Vailoa, they are two young QBs with high expectations and the weight of their franchises on their shoulders. From the SEC to the NFL, their paths have intersected countless times. So when Joe went down last season with that injury, Tua was among the many across the league to reach out and offer support and prayers. Tua knows better than most what Joe's been going through, suffering his own devastating hip injury. And he knows rehab isn't just physical, it is mental, especially when you're back under center, in the pocket, under pressure. So he says it's really encouraging seeing Joe back on the field tonight.
AJ, thank you.
All right, here
Dolphins
we go.
won the toss, and they are receiving.
All right, Dolphins get the ball.
And Austin Siebert gets the kick away, and at the goal line.
It is to the 5, to the 10, 15,
to the 20.
And down at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 at the 20.
So onto the field.
Miami gets the ball first, so Cincinnati will get the ball to start the second half.
6'4", 220 in his first season, San Diego. If he is nervous.
What's up, studio?
Adam,
what's going on, Michael?
Look like
what's
him
up,
when we talked
Cody?
to him.
Did you get the sense that he was a little jacked up in the right
Dallas
play
did
in this
not
game?
win.
And here's
Dallas
what's
got their
interesting is the fact that
them.
pretty much the entire offseason, it was almost all mental reps. Tua and Brissett took almost all the reps, and so here he is.
All right, here we go.
He gets a chance to put it out on the field under live action. Big opportunity for Sinnott.
Rookie Jared Dokes is in the backfield with him.
Here's the handoff.
The play fake, and then he had the ball slapped down at the line of scrimmage and complete. In fact, in his face was a D lineman knocking it down. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Good news for Cincinnati up front. They need a pass rush.
And at quarterback for the Dolphins.
Greg, they didn't have anybody consistently outside of Carl Lawson, who is now a New York Jet, last year to rush the passer. If they can get pressure inside and get to the quarterback on a quick drop, it'll be big for this defense.
Khalid Kareem, the man who got a hand up and knocked that pass down, and now the handoff to the right side. And this is Jared Dokes, 7th-round draft pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Let's take a look at who we're going to look for and keep an eye on today, just like the coaches do. It's their day to look.
A lot of starters aren't going to play in this game, so it's the back end of the roster. Patrick Laird, undrafted, was a walk-on in college. He knows what it's like to fight. And on the other side, Darius Hodge is moved as a pass-rushing defensive end. If he can get to the passer, he might have a chance to stick on this roster.
3rd and 6 for Sinnott. And penalty markers fly. This play will not count.
Looks like it's going to be false start. Oh, good grief. Not this guy again.
False start. Offense, 65. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Land Clark is our referee.
I can't stand
today.
Land Clark. He got to get
something. Was on Robert Jones.
Drink a Red Bull or something.
Well,
get some energy in your voice.
Both
you sound like
Brian Flores and Sinnott talked about is utmost important in this game is their operation. They've got to be clean. They can't have penalties. 11. That was number 1. Here they are in their first drive, and they get a false start.
Ball is at the 19. Got
so 3rd and 11.
For the first down. Here's Sinnott.
Under pressure. And goes down inside 10-yard line.
That's going to bring
and
up
once again,
Khalid Kareem 21
makes the play for the Bengals.
Well, there you go. He was a little injured in the first part of camp, came off, and here he is right off the edge. You saw just a couple snaps ago, he made an inside move. This time, he just takes the edge. He turns the corner on Larnell Coleman and is able to get to send it. What a good start for this Cincinnati defense, and a great start.
All right, here we
for
go.
Kareem.
That is
Michael
Kareem.
Pilardi set to kick it away for the Dolphins. Deep is number 23,
Here
Darius
is the
Phillips.
punting unit.
Pilardi out of his
And
own
the punt
end
is
zone.
up.
And fair catch is called for and made
And fair caught.
at about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. And here comes
All right,
Joe
they're gonna
Burrow.
mark it at the 43. Joe Burrow is in at quarterback.
Now, Coach Zach Taylor says he's going to play
All
3
right,
snaps.
Joe Burrow
and
in
3
at
snaps
quarterback.
only.
What do you think? What are the odds? Are you a bet man? What are the odds? We're going to see a pass?
I don't know. That was my
What's
big
going on,
question.
the
Is he going
Menace?
to throw the ball at all?
I think so. I look for a bubble screen, something that gets the ball out of his hands.
All right, here we go.
Probably
Joe
gonna see a lot
Burrow
of progression
under
routes
center,
here in these
single
first
back
few plays for
formation. Boyd is in motion. And here's
Gibbon
Boyd.
coming across the line.
Gonna gain a couple
And
on
that
that
is Tyler
play.
Boyd.
Tyler Boyd got a gain
there's a
of
third
2
of
on that
Joe's
play.
game gone for
Second
the
down
day.
and 8.
Well, you know, we were talking before the game, Greg, and I was a little wondering how this was going to go. You know, not really
No,
playing
he
a
did
lot
not take
in the
the knee, Eddie.
preseason, but if you go back to last year, they had that offseason, that COVID offseason, which really was hard
All right,
to pick
here
up
we
for the
go.
rookies.
Second
No
down
preseason
and
games.
8.
And I got to tell you, from week 1, Joe Burrow did not look like a rookie. So there's no question in my mind that he's going to be ready to play.
That's
week 1.
it.
There's
Here's
the
the
pass.
screen.
There's the bubble screen, and it's
Oh!
incomplete. Or is that a live
Incomplete.
ball? That ball is down inside the 30-yard line.
I
Warren,
don't
is
think
that a
he took a
fumble?
step and made a football move. We're going to have to take another look at that. But guess
There is a
guess who
flag
that
on the
was,
play.
Greg. You asked him in our meeting.
Jamar Chase, the rookie. In and out of his hands before he got hit.
Yeah,
and
that should be
that's
incomplete.
been an issue here. The dropsies here in the first. You know, last week he had the 3 drops, and that was an easy
Yeah,
one
that
right
got to be
there.
incomplete.
About face
Throwing on the
mask
field
high.
is incomplete pass. Personal foul, late hit. Offense number 71. Half the distance to the goal. Replay, second down.
So the penalty is on the
Holy
right tackle,
smokes.
Riley Reef.
Please reset
Riley
the clock
Reed.
to 12:24. 12:24.
So yes, there have been plenty of questions. Is Jamar pressing too much? And you know, we asked
That's
Zach
third down
Taylor,
and
is
23,
it safe to
ball
say that
at
there are
the
other people more
Cincinnati
concerned
30.
about this than you? He said absolutely.
Well, look,
What's up, Tim
this guy
Sharp?
is supremely talented. I mean, he's one of the best athletes you're going to see on the field.
All right.
He's caught
Second
a
down
lot of
and
footballs.
23, 12,
I
24.
wouldn't imagine that this is
In
going to
the
be
first
something
quarter.
that's going to stick with him through the season, but you know, he certainly has to get a couple catches under his belt and get that confidence going.
On 2nd and 23,
And
this
here's
is
the
Joe
second
Mixon,
effort.
and Mixon.
Joe
about
Mixon
the
got it to the
35-yard line.
35.
So that's 3 plays for Burrow. At
It's gonna be
3rd
third
and
down
18,
and
he's
18.
looking to the sideline and does not really look like he is going to give it up. So he comes to the sideline.
This drive looked
All right.
a lot like their first drive
Hoover.
last week, where they really struggled moving the ball against Washington. And Zach Taylor, when we asked him about it in our meeting, said it was the rhythm was off, the operation was off. We had a penalty,
All right,
we had
correction,
some
it's
drops.
4th down and 18.
And you would have liked to be able to correct
punter
that here in
Hoover
the first drive,
is
but
in to punt.
same story.
And the punt is up.
Malcolm Perry is deep and makes the fair
And it'll
catch
be
at his
fair
own
caught at the 25, maybe the
26-yard line.
26-yard line
So,
by
11 minutes,
Perry. All right, here we go. That is a good question, Jacob. Looks like maybe the way that Cincinnati's playing, it might be Cincinnati that wins this ball game. But they did have a 3-and-out. So both teams had a 3-and-out. Is Waddle playing today? I have not seen him yet. Do you think Burrow should have played more snaps or not worth it? Maybe one more drive. I'd give him at least 2 drives. Let him get his feet wet. Let him get, some cardio in. And after that, then pull the plug. Because this is what, his first go-round this preseason? Hey, absolutely, Jacob.
Come back. We're just 3.5 minutes into the first quarter of a scoreless game between Miami and...
All right. Do you have to remute it again as they go to copyright music? They're showing, I believe this is Senate.
He was in college.
All right, here we go.
And it really helped his body, really helped his ball, his velocity. He said he threw a heavy ball, and the ball was coming out much better. Again, it's got to be very difficult and challenging when all you have is mental reps to now have to go out there and put it together on the field. But that's life as a third-string quarterback.
This is Dokes carrying just across
Dokes got it up to about the 31-yard line.
5, if not 5, and brought down by Rennell Wren. So it'll be 2nd and 5. Reed's got a good attitude.
2nd and 5.
I mean, he's happy-go-lucky, happy to be where he is, and anxious to prove what he can do. And he's got a decent arm. We saw some of his action in the preseason. He's got a good arm.
Well, I only see one red flag. And
all right, here we go. Shotgun formation. He's
going to go deep, far side of the field, and just overthrew his intended receiver. That was Preston Williams on the outside. What's your red flag?
Well,
third down and 5.
One of my rules in life is it's hard to trust a man who brags about his golf game to strangers. You know what I mean? So, yeah, look, he came across, but I don't know. You passed the test. I asked you about your golf game, and you were pretty straight up. So
it's not existent.
Third down and 5.
It's hard to have a golf game when you've only played once.
Not only did you pass the test, but because you picked up the bill, you passed the test with flying colors.
Patrick Laird in the backfield, and Cincinnati going to throw it again to the sideline, and that catch is made, and first down yardage across the 40 and out stayed inbounds at about the 45-yard line. That's Kirk Merritt. Brought down by Ricardo Allen. Kirk Merritt, one of those wide receivers in a battle for a position when the final cuts are made on Tuesday.
One of those wide receivers that's had a chemistry with Senate. And those are the types of things that you want to see. Now, a lot of decisions have already been made by these coaching staffs because it's more about what you see every day in practice.
All right, here we go. First
down and 10. When you get a chance to break a tackle and get some yards after the catch, it's a big plus.
This is Dokes again.
Dokes got across the 50.
And across midfield to about the 48.5-yard line or so. It'll be 3rd and about 2.5.
See where they spotted at.
2nd and 2. That's kind of a coach's
2nd down and 2,
luxury to have as many positions nailed down going into the final preseason
See where they mark it at?
Yeah, you
What's up, Kelly Gardner?
So, but, there's always going to be 2 or 3 or 4
they got it
guys
at
that you didn't really think about before training camp.
About the 42.5-yard line.
Made a couple plays here and there to kind of get guys thinking, and that's where you got to make your
formation.
We'll play fake. Center throws and completes on the outside for first down yards and going out of bounds.
That is the tight
end, Hunter Long.
Hunter Long.
I forget, did Cincinnati admit to having a pretty good golf game?
Well, I think so. Anybody, look, you always downplay your golf game. If you just come out to people you just met and you start bragging, right? bragging that he takes money from teammates and that kind of stuff. You just,
all right, ball at the 39-yard line. Got to get it to 29 for the first down.
Goes against one of my rules.
Cincinnati out of the shotgun. Here's the handoff.
Off the left side.
That's Dokes.
Get on to AJ.
Well, Greg, Adam was talking about Reed Sennett bragging about his golf game, and he was kind of throwing Tua under the bus, saying he needed to work on his swing, and that's because the two spent a lot of time together during the offseason. He says Tua is unbelievable in what he can do on the field, and he sometimes makes throws that Reed wouldn't even imagine connecting on. And Reed sees his role on this team as being a sounding board, an extra set of eyes, and someone that he can just be supportive of throughout the season through the highs and lows that may come.
Yeah, thanks, AJ. Sennett now going to run for it up the middle, and he gets to about the 35-yard line.
Play
on the quarterback keeper.
Well, something tells me that he would gladly trade his golf game with Tua's anticipation and his sheer talent. So at least Tua has that going for him, right? Yeah. I just say that because I'm not very good at golf, and I'm jealous of backup quarterbacks and kickers because those guys always have the good golf game.
Did you notice that when he started talking about his golf game, like my eyes just glazed?
All right, here we go. Third down and really? 6.
36.
Long is in motion. Here's Sennett.
Dodges the rusher. Now throws outside. That is complete for first down yardage. Out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. That is Patrick Laird out of the backfield.
Well, listen, outside of the first drive where you had pressure in the sack, you've got to like the way Sennett has had poise in the pocket. Here he is looking down the field, standing up inside the pocket, and then finding Laird out of the backfield as his outlet receiver. So not a good start because of the protection early, but you got to like this drive and the Dolphins moving the ball down the field.
Dolphins 2 for 2 on third down on this drive.
Got it at the 27. Shotgun formation.
This is Dokes. Dokes shakes the tackler at the line of scrimmage, makes it close to the 25-yard line.
Down at the 26.
And brought down by Akeem Davis-Gaither.
We've seen a lot of Dokes early in this game, and one of my players to watch was Patrick Laird. There's a pretty good chance that one of these running back roster spots are going to go to Dokes or to Laird. Now, they know what they have in Laird. He's a third-year player. But this is a big game here for Jared Dokes to show what he can do.
Down and 9.
10th play of this drive. It is 2nd and 9. And the give is to Dokes. And Dokes going nowhere. Stopped at the 25-yard line.
And that was third down and 8 at the Cincinnati 25-yard line.
A while ago, the rookie free agent out of Marshall.
You know he can flash as a pass rusher, but some of these undersized ends, they've also got to show that they can, in fact, play the run. And it'll be interesting. The fact that they signed Noah Spence is going to make him getting on this roster a little bit tougher, but he certainly has an athletic trait that
Hunter Long in
motion.
motion.
Really a luxury here for the Cincinnati defense.
On third down, Sennett got rid of it. That's complete. That is Laird again. First down yardage inside the 10 and out of bounds close to the 5-yard line. He stepped out at about the 8.5.
That's a 17-yard gain.
This is really one of the best parts of Laird's game, is receiving skills out of the backfield. And again, Sennett, he's doing a nice job of finding the pressure inside, just scooting to his right, and then knowing where his outlet receiver is. You know, one thing you'd love to see from Sennett, I think it's a touchdown, but a little bit shy. But you'd love to see him throw the ball down the field in the intermediate and the longer passing game.
First and goal from the 8. And bulling his way to about the 5 is Laird once again. This is really interesting in the backfield. You would assume, you would think that they're set for their top 3 running backs. The Dolphins are. Myles Gaskin, Malcolm Brown, and Savon Ahmed.
Well, it's kind of an interesting group because you don't have the big name and you don't have the headliner. I think if you look at this running back room, it reminds you a little bit of what they did in New England. Not really having that Joe Mixon type back, but backs with a diverse skill set so they can have matchups, unique matchups in each of their games.
The fake to go. Looking, throwing, inside the 5 to about the 1 or the 2-yard line is Chris Myrick. And we have a penalty marker on.
There's a flag down.
Holding. Defense number 27. Half the distance to the goal with an automatic first down.
So that is on quarterback Tony Brown.
All right, Tony Brown with that
and
hold.
They will advance the football to see where the line of scrimmage will be, about the 3. And it'll be first and goal.
Oh, yeah. See the hook? It was quick. But the
all right, first and goal.
Hook right inside the collar. Easy call.
Wedge, be scoop.
4.5 to play here in the first quarter, and the Dolphins knocking on the door.
Single back formation. Here is the handoff.
Looking for the end zone. Did he get there?
He did. Dokes with the touchdown.
Boy, this is just a nice, tough run. Watch Dokes put his helmet down, get his shoulder pads low, and get right underneath the Bengal linebacker.
Hey, Jacob, wait till the scoreboard I created by hand.
That was a pretty good drive there by Dokes.
I was going to say the same thing. 13 plays, 74 yards. Jason Sanders.
All right, here we go. Sanders set to kick the extra point.
Lining up the extra point, or is he? There's a little delay on the field.
Absolutely, that was a great drive. All right, here comes the extra point. 4:19 left to play in the first quarter.
Get across the
this
goal
quarter
line.
flew on by.
And he did. So here's Sanders. 144
right, Sanders,
points on the board for Sanders last year. Tied for the most points in the NFL.
Hey, appreciate that, Luis. And the extra point is up,
and that kick is good. And with 4:19 to play here in the
7-0 Miami. Do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. Soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio so you don't miss a single play. What's up, Michael Johnson? The scrub D stopped once already. D will be even stronger this year. A lot of depth. My fantasy kicker, baby. He's clutch. Absolutely. All Florida teams may be strong this year. And that's absolutely. Florida really got the message since Tom Brady got into the Buccaneers. They said, oh, snap, we got to actually start putting together teams. Hey, what's going on, the Bishop? Hey, how's it going, Thomas Morton? North Carolina here. Hey, shout out to UNC, the Tar Heels, baby. My favorite player came out of that university. One Mr. Rasheed Wallace and Vince Carter. Oh, and that number 23, that's a GOAT, you know. You know that GOAT, that's number 23. Okay, says UNC State. Okay. He's a wolf pack. Okay. Ain't no hate with NC State.
Plenty of leg into this
one.
This one's gonna bounce once in the end zone and then out the back end.
At the 25-yard line.
And here's
First down
Brandon
and 10. Allen is
number 2 on the depth chart, quarterback for the Bengals.
All right, hold on. Okay.
So what do you think about that?
Brandon Allen out of Arkansas,
Joe Burrow,
sixth season.
I think that mission accomplished. I think it would have been nice to, in his one passing attempt, to get a completion and get a chance to get some yards after the catch. But again, one thing you don't want to do is have him take an unnecessary shot. And he did it last year. I have full confidence that he'll be ready to go here when they start the season.
Here is the handoff to Samaje Ryan. You and I have been talking about this all weekend long, and you say, rightfully so, that players can't play scared. You can't be afraid of getting hurt. I would assume it applies for coaches, too. You can't coach scared either.
It is. And look, as a player, when you talk about the preseason, you certainly want to get some action, right? And just remember how to get and play the game, get your conditioning, and so you do want to play. But then you look at a situation like what happened to J.K. Dobbins in Baltimore, and you ask yourself,
at the 28-yard
look,
line.
I know we have to play, we have to get guys ready, but I bet you they're kicking their decision
Appreciate that, Jerome Ali.
to play him in that game. So it's a balancing act, and you'd like to think you can control injuries, but I think sometimes you just got to know what you can't control, Greg.
Yeah, the pass incomplete to Mike Thomas. I would think that it's all a reaction thing. If you got through it and nobody got hurt, then you feel better about it than if you did play them. But
it's definitely a hindsight. Yeah. It's a hindsight thing. And I think if you look at it, you have a 100% chance of not getting any of your starters hurt if you don't play them, right? So, I mean, you've got that going for you, and I guess that's the mentality. But as a player, I'd be nervous, not playing in a game into the third quarter, more than 2 weeks before the season.
This pass over the middle is complete to Mike Thomas, and he has enough for the first down at the 35-yard line.
That's Mike
Knocked
Thomas.
Out of bounds by Nick Needham.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Grid.
All I know is, and it's just from a fan standpoint, to me, there's nothing more devastating than seeing a player
signature in
go
my
down in the preseason. And I know I speak out of line when I say in a useless game or a needless game, because it does have its purpose. But still, you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, for the fans' perspective, but you've got to know and also remember that you've got to get ready to play the season. And the only way to get ready is to go out there and play. So fans don't have to worry about gearing up for the season.
And that is a gain of about 3 on that play.
Yeah, but I think it's very challenging and very difficult. And I guess, the more I think about it, knowing that if you don't play, you don't get hurt, and you just hope that your practices, your controlled practices, can get guys ready to play week 1. And I'm sure last year, not having a preseason really kind of opened up some coaches' eyes of how to get creative and find different ways to get their team ready to play.
Mike Thomas in motion.
On 2nd and 7, Chris Evans in the backfield and takes the handoff and breaks the initial contact. And
got a good gain on that play. Going to bring up 3rd and short.
As
2 yards short away from a first down.
Wonder if practice is enough to knock the rust off?
That ball carrier.
I'm not a coach, but I would imagine, listen, coaches, they think they can micromanage and control everything, right? And every decision they make, they have full control.
All right, it's 3rd down and
they know
with
exactly what's going to happen. We know the world doesn't happen like that. You can't play with fear. You got to get guys ready. But at the same time, you don't want some of your big-time players to not even be available for the season because they got hurt in the preseason. It's a tough balancing act. There's no doubt about it. And I don't think there's a real answer.
And that's going to be a first
100%
down.
answer of the best way to go about it.
Cincinnati.
That was Chris Evans, enough for a first down as he nudged the ball across the 45.
Evans, the ball carrier, got 2 yards on that play.
Well, Chris Evans, Greg, is one of my players to watch here for Cincinnati.
6th round
pick. Never really was a full-time starter for Michigan. You know, he's about 220 pounds, but he has really shown and flashed his ability out of the backfield. Could be a sneaky third down weapon as the season goes. And Nick Needham on the other side has had a tremendous training.
Play action.
What a hit! That is Trenton
What a
Irwin,
catch, what a hit!
first-year receiver out of Stanford University.
Gain of
well, you
23.
gotta love this dime and this accuracy right in between three defenders. And how about Irwin? He knows he's going to get rocked by Nick Needham. Like pretty good hat placement there by Needham. Didn't go helmet to helmet, but that is a very nicely executed play by Allen to Irwin.
What a play.
Good for 23 yards and a first down to the Miami 31-yard line. This is
and the final play of the quarter. That's going to be gain about 1 yard.
And with that, we come to the end of.
All right, that is the end of one quarter. 7-0 Dolphins. And this is for Gustamo. Appreciate that, Gustamo, on that super chat. What's up, Ken Lamb? One more closer to the regular season. Games can't wait. Coach Trox, keep up the great work. Hey, I appreciate that, Ken. How's everybody doing today? Appreciate the 227 in the building. You guys are awesome. Man, can't wait. We are going to be 10 days away from the regular season kicking off. We do have a game right after this. It's going to be the Cleveland Browns and the
as a fan and as a player here at Paul Brown Stadium, how would you put into words this experience?
Yeah, just being back home, seeing the fans out here, just, you know, it's the reason we play. You know, we want to play in front of fans. It's hard to put into words what it's like when the crowd goes wild, when Joe runs back out there. It's just an amazing experience, and I love playing at home.
Do you have anybody special in the stands today?
Yeah, my family's at every game, well, except for last year, but I got a pretty big crew of 94 jerseys at every home game.
Now you're coming, or I should say riding high off a new contract extension. What does a statement like that make for you and your expectations going forward this season?
Yeah, it just really gives me a lot of confidence and, you know, my future here and my role as a leader on this team. I think through training camp, having that contract done and my future here secured, I've been able to be more of a leader.
Oh, let's cut for a touchdown! That's Chris Evans.
Well, thank you so much, Sam. I was going to let you celebrate with your teammates here in the first touchdown of the game here.
But, yeah, as I was saying, it's just given me a lot of confidence to be the leader on this team.
Well, best of luck this season. Thank you so
very much. Appreciate it.
All right, 6-7.
What a great play. We just talked about what Chris Evans might be able to do. Again, he's not one of those scat backs, one of those smaller scat backs, 220 pounds, but he's done this all training camp. And again, might give them something in third down that they really haven't had.
And the kick is up. Kick is good.
McPherson's kick is
and
good.
We're tied
and with 14:54 to play, the Bengals have tied the game at 7. You can't say enough about the placement of that ball Brandon Allen threw.
Yeah, a couple dimes in a row in that drive. The first one to Irwin,
round draft
first zone coverage. This one was against man coverage, and that's about all you can ask for.
Bo?
Now,
Rep guy says, let's
we know
go
that
Fins.
Giovanni Bernard was the long-time third down backup running back here for Cincinnati. He was so dependable and so good and consistent out of the backfield on third downs. They're going to have to replace that. And
all right, here we go.
You know, Evans is going to have to learn the protection part and be dependable there. But again, he might be a nice little matchup guy for Zach Taylor to use as a part of this offense.
How about both these teams went 3 and out on their first drives? The second time around, Miami went 74 yards for a touchdown. Cincinnati comes back with a 75-yard drive.
I think the one thing that really sticks out is lack of a pass rush in both quarterbacks, both Sinnott and Allen.
Following that touchdown,
really doing a good job in the pocket. But because there's nobody really getting to them and putting that immediate pressure, they can just scan the field and drop it to their receivers and running backs.
This is economic from the 2. And
5-yard line.
Pushes his way to about the 25-yard line. So this was Miami on their last.
Hey, appreciate that, Dreams and OFC Bubba. Welcome to the family. Hey, appreciate that, Brennan. But, man, we got ourselves a good game here, folks. We're tied at 7. All right, here we go.
So there you see Sinnott's numbers
back
on
out
that
there.
last drive. 4 of 5 for 48
yards.
And first down from the 25-yard line.
And single back formation. Here's play action.
He finds his man.
And that's a good hit by Wilson.
Out to about the 43-yard line and a first down right off the bat.
Uh-oh.
18 yards on the play. And
Wilson
we
got
have a man
injured
down.
on that play.
We have a Bengal down at the 40-yard line. We'll check this out, take a break, and come back to Cincinnati in just a moment.
All right, they're going to go to commercial break as there's an injured player. Wilson is down. He's kind of grabbing his wrist or his hand. J.K. Dobbins is out for the season with a knee injury. Not happy about that. Boat says, let Cincinnati. Rap guy says he got hurt. Absolutely, he got hurt. J.K. Dobbins is out for the season with a torn ACL. And let's see what Wilson is injured with. He is down with, it looks like he was holding like his wrist or his hand. What's up, Gaston? We're Tua. Tua is not playing in this ball game. What's up, hi, Cody? I'm Cam. Okay, what's going on, Cam? What you mean, Rap God? Why? Why you mad, Cam? Niners 14, Raiders 0, Jimmy G touchdown. Yeah, I'm getting there, Rap God. I'm getting hungry too. I ate earlier today, though. Dallas lost. Yeah, it's just preseason.
Half of the NFL today.
You know, wait till every team is back at full strength.
Meanwhile,
here we go.
Reed Sinnott, 5 straight completions, including that last one of 18 yards. Brandon Wilson came off the field on his own power, by the way, the injured Bengal.
All right, single back formation.
So Doak's in the backfield.
Long is in motion.
And on first down.
Doak gets the handoff. He's going to lose 4 yards.
Inside the 40-yard line, Trayvon Henderson, number 41.
Henderson made the tackle.
Bursting through to make the tackle.
Boy, that is just a great job of being aggressive. Just seeing the hole. His man blocks. He sees the hole, shoots it, fires it, makes a nice tackle in the backfield. And how about Hodge setting the edge right there and not letting the ball get outside?
So a loss of 4, second and 14. Sennett, quick slant, got his man across midfield, 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Kyle Oxley.
That's
on the receiving end. That one good for 16 yards, and they move the chains again.
Greg, I got to say, I think that Sennett has been pretty sharp. You just saw a nice little play-action pass where he turned his back to the defense and fired it right between the hash marks. This one just a little quick 3-step slant. Great ball location. And pick up the first down.
Dokes. Looked like he might have slipped a little bit after he got the handoff. There is no gain.
That is Dose.
And so it's second down and 10. Clock continues to move as we come up on 13 minutes to play here in the first half of a 7-7 game.
What's up,
Greg? One thing I'd like to see from Cincinnati, and one thing they have to do, is be able to put pressure on the passer. I'm not sure where it's going to come from this year. You know, they signed Trey Hendrickson. You certainly think you're going to get the production there, but you know, I'm not quite sure with the loss of Carl Lawson, who's going to be that speed guy off the other side to consistently put pressure on the quarterback.
Kyle Loxley with the catch there. Downstairs once again to A.J. Ross.
Thank you, Greg. Dolphins corner, safety, I should say you can do just about everything. Jason McCourty entering year 13 for you in the league as a vet on this team. What's some of the advice you've given to the younger guys out here today looking for those last roster spots?
Man, enjoy the moment. You know, I can look back and remember the days where I was in the last preseason game and it goes by so fast. So that's what I told the guys. Don't look at the situation. Go out there. You've been dreaming about this opportunity. Have fun and go out there and let it loose.
Javon Holland is a guy that's impressed through camp. I know that's somebody you've been pouring into. Where do you see the potential being for a guy like Holland?
Man, sky's the limit. I mean, we were just talking about he played 2 years at Oregon, now he's in the league. And the kid is talented, man. He can do everything as far as being in the deep middle, getting up on the line. So for him, the more he's out there, the better he's going to get. To be honest, he's just such a pro. And I think that's what allowed him just early on in training camp to be able to execute the defense and go out there and make plays every week.
What is it like for you reuniting with Brian Flores? Because I know you had him as your defensive coordinator in New England. He's an incredible guy.
Here's a 4th and 3. Awesome. They're going to go for it out the shotgun.
Enjoying the guys. It's funny now. I'm 34. I'm by far the oldest guy on the team, and guys let me know that on a daily basis. But yeah, being down here with Flo and the rest of the staff.
Oh, that's intercepted. Got across the 50. Down at the 44-yard line.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Cincinnati with that interception.
To stop these large shot players.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much. Best of luck this season.
No problem. Appreciate you.
No, I have not seen
AJ, thank you. The interception made by Trayvon Henderson. The ball goes over to Cincinnati.
All right. Do you have to mute it for copyrighted music and commercials? As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio so you don't miss a single play. What's up, Mikey? Hey, absolutely, it's a good game. Boat says, let's go Cincinnati. Well, that ended that drive. Absolutely, Paul Fox. Mike says, woohoo, 49ers are up 14-0 on the Raiders. I'll be live for that game. I'm a Packers 49ers fan, but God, Raiders must show fight there. There's a toughness tradition almost lost in that team. Too many city changes. I'm mad at the Dolphins. Trox, don't get excited. You are hurting my feelings. Hey, don't worry, Jorge. I don't mean it to hurt your feelings. I try to call the games as unbiased as possible. Raiders bashing chat is good Trox chat. What's up, Caleb? Jamar Chase lost. He will be found. Donda. You're doing great with no bias, man. Hey, I appreciate that, Paul Fox. What's going on, Olga? Says go Miami. So nice to hear the crowd roar. Oh, absolutely.
Hey, Ross.
All right, here we go. We are back.
Toward
First
halftime,
and
11
10.
minutes, 56 seconds away.
Cincinnati with the football.
You know, AJ was just talking to McCourty in terms of veteran knowledge and experience and leadership. He's a pretty good addition to a team.
Prayers for Louisiana as Hurricane Ida makes landfall. Hey, absolutely.
When I look at this secondary,
prayers are
I think it could
up.
be a pretty special secondary.
All right, here we
They've
go.
got
First
some
down to
very
10.
interesting pieces.
Ball is at the 44-yard line. Allen throws. That's
Allen had to get rid of it in a hurry.
incomplete.
So, Greg, you've got two terrific man-to-man corners in Byron Jones and Xavier Howard, right? Howard, the best at getting the ball and creating takeaways. Doesn't get any better than that. But I think, you know, what Brian Flores wants is versatility from his safeties. You know, certainly McCourty, he can cover, he can play deep. He's got great pre-snap knowledge to get everybody lined up and give them some tips. I think this Holland
second down and 10.
He can be a pretty special kid, too. The fact that he can also cover, and he was a ball magnet when he was at Oregon, they put all this together and they get some consistency. It could be a pretty special
across the
group.
40, down about the 47-yard line. I'm sorry, the 37-yard line.
A little difference of opinion on contract. They resolved it during the offseason. It's a young man who led the league in interceptions a season ago with 10 of them.
Right now, I'm not sure it gets any better as far as cornerbacks.
Third down and 3.
Get the ball. And just try and challenge him deep, see what happens. He normally, not only does he make you pay when you make a mistake, but he also makes you pay when you throw a pretty good ball as well. You just don't get a lot of success when you target Howard, and that's a great luxury for Brian Flores to kind of build his defense and his back end around.
3rd and 3. Allen to throw for it.
He throws at the first down.
To the 30-yard line. That is Trent Taylor.
31-yard line.
5th year wide out from Louisiana Tech, and that's a first down for the Bengals.
Once again, Allen, good pass protection. Allen doesn't panic seeing the blitz. He just calmly knows that his running back is going to get up there and make the block. And he puts the ball in a great location for Taylor to try and pick up some extra yards.
So the Bengals now at the Miami 31. And the new setup down to 10.5 to play here in the first.
And here's the handoff.
Williams.
And Williams
leapfrogging his way. And we get
about 4. There's a flag down.
Holding. Offense number 74. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
That's Fred Johnson, the tackle out of Florida.
All right, Fred Johnson with that hold. Going to cost him 10 yards. Replay first down.
Right
going to be second.
The Miami Dolphins committed
replay
penalty, and it's interesting because these Dolphins had the 3rd fewest penalties in the league last year. 4th
going to be first down and 20.
Before. I asked Coach, how do you coach that?
It's expert coaching, Greg. Expert coaching is.
All right, here we go. First and 20. We got 10 minutes left in the half.
They commit a lot of them. Allen. Lots of time.
Looking, throws.
And that pass
and that's incomplete. Threw it to a Dolphin instead of a Bengal.
So it's 2nd and 20.
Brings up 2nd down and 20.
I remember when there have been so many young quarterback talents
now
in the
for
league,
the 49ers game
in bunches as we've had the last couple of years.
Yeah, I think it's incredible, and it's, you know, there was a for a while there, it looked like
Clever Brown
when
going
the
with
old
the
guard
Dolphins.
finished up playing that it was going to be hard to find, you know, who are the young guys who are going to come up. I think it certainly helps the
shotgun.
rules. It
Allen
made it a
throws.
little easier.
That's caught. That's a first down.
That pass complete to Mitchell Wilcox, the tight end. And
Mitchell
that's first down to the
Wilcox
20.
got it down to the 20-yard line.
The thing is, they
Gain
can
of
all
21.
run.
They can all run, and I think you have to have that in today's game. But I do think, you know, easing up some of the rules, you know, there's not as much consequence to making a mistake. And so now you get offensive coordinators that can get a little bit more creative and take advantage of some of the unique talent that's coming out from quarterbacks coming out of college. I'm not sure that 20 years ago, the way the rules were and the consequences for making mistakes, if it really rewarded coordinators to be creative and really allow them to take chances with some of these quarterbacks and using that unique skill set and their mobility.
I think I agree that that whole thing about having the skill set. There was a time when you didn't want John Unitas to run.
All right, first down and 10.
Absolutely.
9:20 left in the
they
half.
got 21. First down at the 20-yard line.
Back formation. Here's the
So now
handoff.
Williams again, and Williams for about 3.5, maybe 4.
A gain on that play. Going to bring up second down and 6. That was a gain of 4 yards.
Interesting to see, and you know, you wonder about what the various coaches have different goals in mind when it comes to a preseason game. It may look like something that's inconsequential, but they have an idea of what they want to see and what they want to work on. What
All right, here we go. Second down and 6.
On 2nd and 6, they'll give it to Williams again. And Williams
Handoff.
to about the 13.
Gain of about 3 on that play.
And it'll be 3rd and 3.
Well, I think one thing, Greg, that Zach Taylor wants to see is some of these reserve offensive linemen. You know, who are the guys? I think they have a pretty good feel for who they might start off the season with. But they've got some young guys that they want to see how they can play. Guys like, you know, Jackson Carman, Trey Hill. He's, you know, maybe a long-term project, but somebody that might be worth keeping on the roster. You know, Deontay Smith. Some of these guys that they have to fill in, you know, your 6th, your 7th, your 8 linemen, who are those guys going to be? You know, that's going to be a big part of it.
And that is a
Flags
flag.
fly before the snap, and this
False
will be a penalty
start.
against the Bengals.
False start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That's Fred Johnson, the right tackle.
Greg Johnson again with that
Fred Johnson,
hold.
number 74 on the
with that,
right side of the
I'm
offensive
sorry, not
line.
the hold, but the
Guy
false
that
start.
has all the ability, athletic ability in the world. He's had a lot of chances here in the last couple years to pick up a starting spot, but just hasn't been able to kind of
Third
take
down
it,
and 8.
grab it, and run with it.
Ball is at the 18-yard line.
It's Allen running out of time.
Throws,
Throws in this
that's
direction, and it's incomplete on the near
bring up
sideline.
fourth
Trent
down
Taylor,
and
the
8.
nearest Bengal to it. So that'll be 4th down, and onto the field will come the field goal unit. And this will be Austin Siebert, 3rd-year man out of Oklahoma. He and Evan McPherson.
All right, 4th down and 8.
battling
Here
it
comes
out.
the punting unit.
Not common, but not unheard of to carry 2 kickers. But Evan McPherson was a 5th-round draft pick.
Had a heck of a training camp, too. I mean, he's barely missed. I think he's only missed 3 field goals in training camp and has been right down the middle on every kick.
This is Siebert.
36-yard attempt.
36 yards out. And that kick is
Kick is
perfect.
up. Kick is good.
And with 7:22 to play. Here.
And Cincinnati takes a 3-point lead. 10-7 with 7:22 left. We have 7 minutes and 22 seconds left till halftime. Olga says no. Kirker took care of business. Just like to see. Like to see it? Absolutely. Clever Brown says, come on, Dolphins. It's Cincinnati going beat Dolphins. I don't know. I think we got ourselves a good game, though. 7-22, 10-7. Wait, what? Oh. All right, we're about to resume the game audio.
To ignore the talk.
Here we go. We are back.
Rumors flying around about Houston quarterback Deshaun Watson and the latest talk
kick following
the Miami
that field
Dolphins
goal
might be the front runners in acquiring him.
I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, it's definitely a big discussion on what the right thing to do is. But boy, there's a lot of layers to peel back on that one, wouldn't you say, Greg?
Yeah, our NFL Today insider Jason Lockett Forrest says certainly be aware the Texans may be trying to move Watson, but he has a contract that's really difficult to move, and he also has some outlying legal issues and possible criminal issues that teams may not.
And we're going to get a touchback.
Ball into
placed at the 25-yard line.
And
first
all
down
of that has
and
to
10.
factor into what a team wants to do if they are going to acquire.
All right, do have to mute it real quick while they go to copyright music.
Stuff and what he would bring and what that would mean if the Dolphins actually are entertaining, you know, bringing a guy like Watson. You know, guys like this, they don't come around ever, a guy this young, this good. But then what does that say about Tua and how you feel and how you've invested in the offseason? I think that would be a very disruptive move.
There's flags on the play.
It
Probably
would be
a
really
false
hard.
start.
As much as you'd love to have a guy like Watson.
75. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
I think with what you have, unless there's something that you have seen inside in your building that, hey,
moves them
we're
back
not quite sure Tua has what
yards.
it takes, you know, we don't know
First down and
right?
15.
But
what makes you make that move if you were going to bring a guy like Watson? That's a huge decision for an organization that, you know, 2 years ago was tanking to get to it.
I don't think there's any question that you're asking if you make that move, are you upgrading your team? If
100%.
If you're upgrading your team, then I think the answer is yes, without going into some of the
that's a gain of a couple yards on that play by
All the other stuff that goes along with it. There isn't much of an age difference.
What do you have to give up?
What you have to give up down the road. I'm sure lots of draft picks are in the rumor mill. But I'll say this:
Watson is special.
Saw a bunch of games that he did. The Houston Texans had no right to be in a lot of the games that he had them in, and it was clearly his talent at work.
Yeah, he's magic, especially down the field. You know, the big ball. He's magical, right?
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, that is. Again, I don't think that's ever happened to have a guy that talented, that young, who the team is looking to get rid of for various reasons,
there's
right?
A flag on the play.
Down as Sinnott is on the run, and then there's
two
another
flags now.
flag
that might be a
at
horse
the side
collar.
of the tackle at about the 25-yard line.
And Greg, I'm not really privy to all the off-the-field stuff and really what that situation is, but that certainly has to be part of the consideration.
Sure.
Right? You know, is it true? Is it not true? You're taking a huge, huge risk if there's more to that story as an organization.
There are fouls by both teams, and they will offset. Holding. Offense, number 79. Personal foul. Horse collar tackle. Defense, number 52. Offsetting fouls. Second down.
So they'll replay that. And of course, we haven't even mentioned that with all of those legal issues, and you do acquire someone of his talent, you may be facing punitive judgment down the road.
A lot of layers, Greg. A lot of stuff to peel back on that. I would tend to say, all things being equal.
All right, here we go. Second down and 12.
It would be very, very tough Even though it's enticing,
across the
and
30.
he is amazing, and he is a supreme
Down
talent.
about the 31-yard
I think
line.
it would be tough for the Dolphins to actually pull the trigger with so many different unknowns and so many different variables to that equation.
I agree. You can't make that move without knowing what's down the road in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but it's fun to talk about. I mean, holy smokes. I know you think Will
Here we
Fuller
go, third down and 4.
How about that down the field connection that they've had?
Yeah, don't I know you?
Yeah.
3rd and 4.
Send it. Throws. That's caught.
Across the
That's a first down near the 40.
To Malcolm
Down at
Perry
the
for a first down.
38-yard line. That's Perry.
Clock continues to move. We're up to 5.5 minutes to play here in the first half.
Yeah, just little things like this for Perry. You know, doesn't catch it cleanly, but he stays with it and takes that shot and is able to secure that catch. Now, they're probably going to nitpick in films and say, well, he should have caught it clean. And, you know, in a regular season game, that ball's going to come out. But it's a lot of the little details here that you've got to show that you can finish the football.
Here's Joe, gets to the outside. Got the first down.
Still pushing people and pulling people along and out of bounds.
Good gain on that play.
Close to the Cincinnati 45-yard line. Jalen Davis finally making the play.
Well, we saw him punch it up inside on the goal line earlier. This time, he just follows his blocker. He sees that the cornerback and the linebacker, they're responsible for contain.
Gonna be
they
down
give him
about
a soft
the
edge.
48-yard line.
Running back sees the soft edge. He takes it outside and picks up the yards.
Jokes has 11 rushes for 37 yards and a touchdown.
As the clock moves us closer to halftime. Jordan Scarlett has now come into the backfield. Play fake to him. Sinnott flips it out to the near side.
Scarlett.
Scarlett on the receiving end.
First down.
And out of bounds.
And much more.
Inside
Ball
the
near the 30. Down about the 33-yard line.
That's another first down for the Dolphins.
Gain. Chalks, my Raiders are garbage today.
Well, other than the pick, there's not going to be a whole lot of argument about how Reed Sinnott has handled himself in the first half.
No, I think he's done a nice job. What he's done is
very sloppy today.
You know, he's found his outlet receivers, and he has made a couple throws downfield. And I think he has a pretty good command of where he's supposed to go with this offense. Now, to me,
that's the ball going to be at the 30-yard line. With 3 on that play. That's Scarlett's
everything
ball
under 10
carrier.
yards. You've got to be able to threaten a defense. How many 15 to 25-yard chunks down the field do you pick up a game? Not to mention how many times do you get the backbreaker down the field. That's what this offense is missing.
Stayed in Oakland.
It really, yes.
What's up, BMX?
You want to be able to have a command and know where to go with the football, but to me, your worth as a quarterback is how you deal in that intermediate passing game and how you threaten a defense and make them respect the big ball downfield.
Sinnott. Under pressure, spins away.
It's out of pressure.
Over the middle. Did he make the catch inside the 20?
That's going to be down about the 18-yard line.
But he does have a nice poise, Greg. Feeling the rush. And look, the play breaks down.
McLean.
Now you've got to make that off-schedule play. Where do your eyes go? The eyes go downfield. You see your receiver make a little adjustment, and you put the ball in a place where he can get it. So a lot of the little things. But again, it's a preseason game, and you're playing with a lot of second, third, fourth team players. You're not really game planning. You've got to make those throws down the field.
This is Dokes. It's a nice diving
catch. Dokes got it to the 15-yard line, gain of a couple.
That's another thing coaches have to take into account, and so do we. You're not necessarily playing with the starters and the guys who can give you that little extra protection in the pocket.
And your competition and the guys you're playing against.
I appreciate that, Gaston.
You know, aren't the guys that you're going to be seeing on Sunday. So there's a lot to evaluate. That's why most of the evaluation process, when it comes to the back end of the roster and the spots that are up for grab, it comes through seeing and being with these guys every day in practice.
That's
where they can't
gain about a yard on that play.
You know, the top guys on your roster. Those are really where the decisions are made, not necessarily because you had a couple nice carries in preseason.
All right, we are at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in this ball game. Do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. How's it going, Lawrence? Says Dolphins. I'll tell you what, this game is actually flying by. Like, it's only 5:08 here in Michigan, and we're already at the 2-minute warning for halftime. I want the Dolphins to win, says Esperanza. I live in California. Clever Brow says, me 3. What's going on, Nostalgia Crazy? Says Ola. Lauren says Louisiana. Hey, prayers out to everybody out in Louisiana. Hurricane Ida is coming. Today marks the 16th year anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. And my prayers and thoughts are those that was affected back then and are affected now with Hurricane Ida. All right, here we go. We got 2 minutes.
Joe Burrow out of LSU. When this game first popped up on the schedule, you thought, oh,
Still
Joe Burrow versus Tua, LSU versus Alabama, just like the old days.
I wish, Brian Flores and Zach Taylor, they should have just let them duke it out, just for our enjoyment.
I live in Kentwood.
They
That's how they got where they are.
They never think about our perspective,
All right,
soon enough.
3rd and 7. That pass is complete inside the 10 to the 5 and fighting for the end zone. Did he get there?
They're going to be about a half a yard short.
Is down at about the half-yard line.
1st and goal. Dolphins
really nice
are
pre-snap from Sinnott. He sees the off coverage. They're going to convert it to a little 6-yard hitch. And then Merritt, great tackle breaking ability to find the end zone, and just a little bit short, but a great effort. And again,
I'll tell you what, Merritt has been carrying people.
Seeing the coverage and getting the ball out of your hands.
Here he goes in the backfield,
the end zone for the touchdown.
And a touchdown.
Jokes
with the second touchdown.
Out of Cincinnati. Gets the touchdown that puts Miami on
touchdown
top.
Of this
His
ball
second
game.
touchdown of the day.
14 attempts, 41 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Pretty nice day at the office here for Dokes, who's shown a lot. Tough, short yardage. Has himself a couple touchdowns. Showed a nice ability to read his blocks and get to the outside.
6 minutes and 4 seconds.
Nice day of work.
Well, you can't tell these guys these preseason
Miami
games.
goes up 13-10. Here comes Sanders with the extra
Jason
point.
Sanders with the kick.
And the kick is up, and it is down the
and
upright.
18 on the clock.
Good. 14-10. Miami leads by 4. Unfortunately, good players on every team will get cut. The NFL? Absolutely. Some will get saved and get on the practice squad, but majority might be finding new homes. Lauren says, go Dolphins. Trox, I have a question. What's the question? Do you have to mute the audio for copywritten music and commercials? As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio so you don't miss a single play. Olga says, yay, Dolphins. Is the Superdome going to get destroyed? I'm not too sure. Hopefully not. Hopefully, you know, nobody loses anything. But, you know, my thoughts and prayers are out to those in Louisiana. Secret Underdog says, hi, Trox. How's it going, Secret Underdog? Nostalgia Crazy says, go Dolphins. We're still on commercial break. So we will be live for the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons right after this game. What's up, Timbo Sharp? What's up, Richie Heyman? Lewis Ingram? How's everybody doing today?
This Tua.
All right, here we go.
Matchup.
A minute 18 left till halftime.
Was the final score. Burrow threw for 393 and 3 touchdowns. Tua threw for 418
touchdown by Dokes, his
4
second.
touchdowns.
Made the extra point,
by the way,
here comes the ensuing
with
kick.
Teammates when you're that good.
Here's the thing: if that's not an example of
hey, I appreciate that.
How unfair college football is. I mean, imagine just being that much better than everybody you play against. You know, having that kind of talent, that kind of skill, and it's stacked all around you.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Ball.
Of course, these guys are putting up big numbers.
About to go in here, and the ensuing kick is up. And we're going to have, they're going to run it back to the 5, to the 10, 15.
And a penalty marker is down
about the 18-yard line, but there's a flag on the play.
The 19-yard line, and Crevon LeBlanc.
I would have never took it out that end zone.
Greg, you probably know what it's like to always be better than.
LeBlanc looks like he's in trouble. He's hurting.
Right?
Especially on a golf course.
Up to LeBlanc.
Holding. Receiving team, number 25. Half the distance to the goal. First down, Cincinnati.
All right, that is on
so
Chris Evans.
Is on Chris Evans, and that'll back the Bengals up. Joe Burrow
feels so good.
Jamar
Joe
Chase.
Burrow with Jamar Chase. Tua Tagovailoa.
What I'd like to see with both of these quarterback wide receiver tandems is, can they rekindle the deep ball magic that they showed in college? Because that's really what both of these offenses need. That
right,
big
here we
ball.
Go. First down and
those
10.
Two combinations were two of the best that we saw in college football.
Ball is at the 7-yard line.
I think both teams and offenses are hoping that they can bring that to the table.
That's a bad pass.
That pass is incomplete.
That's going to be incomplete.
Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
All right, do have to mute it real quick as they go to copyright music. All right. Hurry up. Get back to the game. There we go. We can.
What's amazing is that he led the FBS, Greg,
and he's loose. Got across the 20. Picked up the first down. He's going to end at the 22-yard line.
Down to you.
Well, Greg, when I was speaking with Joe about being reunited with Jamar, he could not be more elated. He said he reached out to him on draft night, saying he had some homes for him, and he's looking forward to that chemistry they built at LSU carrying over here at the pro level. But he admits it's going to be a process. You know, Jamar took a year off. It's not an automatic, tandem right here at the pro level, but they've both been putting in extra work. Joe with adding velocity to his game on the offseason, as well as Jamar putting in some extra work before and after practice. So they're anxious to get back in sync.
I think right now it's going to be Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow, if he went
just because of
for Jamar Chase, he said,
you know, they're talking about trading for Deshaun Watson.
Listened to a little
bit, to
have a little
I
bit
say
of
believe in Tua, but I mean, I'm not the general manager, so that's not that's a little out of my pay scale.
This little issue here, this little concentration lapse that he's shown in the last 2 games.
One day.
It's the first one that will be needed. Allen going to go deep down the sideline, and it is.
And that's caught. That's Thomas.
Mike Thomas number 80 with the catch, and another nice throw from Brandon Allen. And now it's let's see. I beg your pardon, that wasn't Brandon Allen, it was Kyle Shermer. The son of
Mike Thomas.
Pat Shermer, ex-Browns, Giants, head coach. So Kyle Shermer in his first year out of Vanderbilt.
All right, here's Shermer.
This one he's going
to take off, and he's going to go down at the 39-yard line. Or I'm sorry, the 41-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
So that penalty is on Keaton
All
Sutherland.
Right, that is a holding penalty on Sutherland.
Over the last couple of years, anytime we ran across Pat Shermer
so Richard Heyman
in our travels and in our games, could not have been more
first down and 20
of his son, quarterback.
Now, who's going to have a better team?
It's always nice to
the Bengals or the Dolphins?
One of these days, I'll be plugging my son.
That's a good question right there.
And daughter.
You watch, they'll be
Tua has not played in this
That's
one.
okay, as long as they don't brag about it.
What's going on, David Sayers?
Shermer.
Here's
On the
Shermer.
move, looking, throwing the sideline incomplete.
That is incomplete. Second down and 20 with 36 seconds left.
Was the intended receiver. Reminder, the Verizon halftime report coming your way. A.J. Ross sitting down with Joe Burrow to look back on last season and look ahead to this one.
I think Miami will have a better season, especially
coming
this
up on
year,
the Verizon
even with or without Tua. That just goes a testament of how the Dolphins have built their franchise. Cincinnati will get the second half kickoff.
Adam, A.J. is hosting halftime today. I am calling all the neighbors. Tune in and watch.
Yep. And here's Shermer.
Holding on to it, throwing it close to midfield. The catch
got
is
it down
made.
at the 49-yard line, close to midfield. A yard short, that is Tate.
And that's Auden Tate.
Auden Tate with
Take
the
a quick
reception.
break. Back in half a minute after
Third
this
down
from State Farm.
3rd and 15. We got a timeout taken. That is Cincinnati's second. Cincinnati has one timeout, and Miami has all three. We're on a commercial break right now, so I do have to mute it. All right, we are back.
So we come back to you 28 seconds
left.
on the clock. It's always an interesting question when you get a number 3 quarterback on the field, and that question still has to be answered as to whether a team is going to carry 2 quarterbacks or 3 on the season.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 15.
If they had their way, they'd want to carry 2 because that means that your starter's healthy, right?
For the time being.
I would imagine.
For the time being.
Kyle Shermer.
Here's a 3rd and 15
shotgun,
for
empty
Kyle
backfield.
Shermer.
Shermer throws, that's caught. That's going to be down about the 39-yard line.
Is Jacquez Patrick.
Going to bring up 4th down.
And clock continues to move, coming up on 10 seconds on 4th and 3.
Bengals excellent last year in their 4th down conversions.
And we get a timeout called by Cincinnati. And Cincinnati takes their last timeout with 5 seconds left.
Timeout.
I would have used it earlier. Then if you're at least in field goal range, you got a second
available to Cincinnati
to spike it, kill the clock, get your
Give
field
one
goal
more chance to evaluate the
and at least bring it in within 1 point. They killed a lot of clock. That's a bad drive for Cincinnati.
It's going to be McPherson.
Yeah.
They're going to try to go for this long
really
field
done a
goal.
nice job from 50 plus. Really has been almost perfect all preseason.
57 yards.
Here's a 57-yard field goal attempt.
See if it's something that'll set this crowd on fire as they go into the locker room.
And here's the kick.
On its way.
Oh, it curves in. Holy curve in. We are at halftime.
The rookie out of Florida with a 57-yard field goal.
We are at halftime. It was supposed to be wide right. It curves in and goes through the upright.
Oh, my God.
Holy smokes. That is crazy. But we are at halftime. Come on, Dolphins. Come on, Dolphins. They scored on that drive, and they're going to get the ball back. Cincinnati does get the ball to start the second half. But that does it for the first half. I am going to take a quick halftime break. I will be in the chat so we can chat it up. Just showing you guys so we can chat it up. And I'll be back for the start of the third quarter. With that being said, enjoy some music by my brother-in-law. But first, with some messages from my little MVP.
Thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to set that bell to all for all future notifications. Thanks, you guys.
Hey, what's going on, Wake Up America? Yes, I'll be covering the Browns and the Falcons after this game. But with that being said, enjoy some music by my brother-in-law. I will be in the chat.
This is LP. This the LP. This the LP.
All right, we are back. It is 13-14. Miami will be kicking off to the Cincinnati Bengals. Once we come back from halftime, 23-3, 49ers lead the Raiders at halftime. What's up, little Dallas Cowboy? What's up, Mike J? Preston Waint? How's everybody doing today? Auto Perks. Cowboys are number 1. What's going on? What's up, Money Bros? What's up, PJ? Says Dolphins Day. What's up, Kind Gamer? How you guys all doing today? Hold on a second. All right, there we go. What in the world? Come on, cords, get out of my way. All right, there we go. As I'm about to knock myself out again. So after this game, I will be live for the Browns and the Falcons. We got a game and a half left of preseason football. Feeling great, eating wings. Hey, that's what's up. Feel sorry for Cowboys fans. Went 0-3 for preseason. Hey, you know what? Hey, hold on. You see this team right here? You see with this team right here? Here, let's. Oh wait, this way. Let's go this way with it, okay? You see this team right here? They went 4-0 in 2008. 4-0 in preseason. You know what their record was in 2008 after going perfect in the preseason? 0-16. Cleveland Browns, you know what they went in preseason? 4-0. You know what their record was on the year? 0-16. Hey, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the preseason record is. 0-4, 1-3. You know, 2-1, it doesn't matter. What matters is your players getting their rhythm in and building some chemistry. You know, when the regular season comes along, you're in a rhythm at least. Okay, hey, maybe you lose game 1 of the regular season. Season ain't done yet. You know, but you can start building and start pulling off some wins and try to make the postseason. So, you know, I don't feel bad or nothing. You know, they had a pretty good preseason.
No, it's not that I don't
regardless of the record.
Anyway, let's move on.
All right, got a touchback. Ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line. First down and 10. Bengals with the ball at their own 25.
To start the second half is Kyle Shermer.
You know, from what I saw, they got a lot of good pieces. You know, preseason is a lot of these guys that might not even be here.
Had a player in college and
you know, they're trying to fight for jobs. That's what the preseason is about.
It's got to be a great feeling, right?
Yeah, got to be special.
14 first downs. It's pretty good. Miami moved the ball pretty well there.
All right, here we go. We got a man in motion.
Also
single back formation.
Nice job showing what
under center.
Trying to make this roster.
Here's the handoff
to Travion Williams. Shakes a tackle in the backfield.
And Williams going to get a gain of about
as he moves it out to about an hour. There's a late flag.
There's a flag down on the play.
And it did. It came after the completion of the play. Here's Land Clark.
Holding. Offense number 11. 10-yard penalty. First down.
So that is on wide receiver Trent Taylor, and we go down to AJ.
One.
Well, Greg, Taylor told us he's been high on his rookie kicker in that 57-yarder before the half.
Taylor with the hold.
He says Kyle Shermer will be taking it home under center for the Bengals going forward, and their defensive guys have had some opportunities they simply have not capitalized on.
Trust me, Dallas
Meanwhile,
is going to
Brian
be
Flores
straight
says
this
they've
year.
been playing competitive and they did
got
some good
them,
things, but they still need to play better, and he wants to see them run the ball better specifically and do a better job on third downs.
Thanks, AJ. Have you ever heard a coach say, I'm completely and totally happy with the way my team is performing right now? That just doesn't happen.
All right, here's the handoff. Got it down at 20.
And we get another penalty flag.
And there's another flag.
Fun fact, Greg.
Holding. Offense number 86.
All right, another hold.
First down.
Bengals are going in the wrong direction here at the start of the half.
Greg,
That's Mason Sharek.
Only if I know the answer.
Tight end picks up the hold.
What do you got?
What do the three Bengal quarterbacks have in common?
All right, here we go. 14 and a half to play in the third.
Talk over my snap.
We're talking Burrow, Allen, and Shermer.
All three, their dads, head coaches at various levels.
Oh.
Yeah, how about that?
Easy when I overlook the obvious.
Yeah, well, that's about
First
all
down
I can
and 26.
I was about to go with right-handed.
That would have been pretty good.
By the way, we'll take a break here. Quick one. 30 seconds after this from Progressive Insurance.
All right, do we have to mute it for a commercial break? All right. There's a snap. That's caught. That's going to be down at the 17. Okay, can they end the stupid Progressive commercial? Like, come the flip on.
Welcome back. Kyle Shermer just completed pass to Trent Taylor. It is now second and 18.
Trent Taylor picked up the reception, 2nd and 18.
And once again, Travion Williams in the backfield as the Bengals try to work their way out of a little bit of a hole.
2nd and 18.
Over the middle and found his man.
That's a good catch and a good hit.
Thaddeus Moss.
Thaddeus Moss.
Whose dad knows a little about catching a ball here and there.
Yeah, that's a nice rep. Moss right down the seam, and again, right there in traffic, and Shermer gets the ball up. He gets the ball down.
That is,
after trying to get the snap low and left.
Thinks it's about to be a yard short of
one of the things I'd like to see Cincinnati get more production in this season is from their tight ends. That's been lacking here for a couple years.
Throws.
Pass is completed across the 45 and out of bounds is Stanley Morgan.
Stanley Morgan with the reception.
So Kyle Shermer, when not burdened by penalties, is moving this team pretty good.
I think you could probably say that for any quarterback, right? If you're not burdened by penalties and
no, actually there are some that really do a good job of screwing it up all by themselves.
That's right, yeah.
All right, here we go. Ball near midfield at the 48-yard line. First down and 10. Moss is in motion.
So a little play change at the line.
And here's the handoff.
This to Williams.
Got it
Williams
to midfield. Gain of 2 on that play.
How tough.
That's Williams, ball carrier.
To take the field when your dad was Randy Moss.
Yeah, decent shoes, I think.
I think they're at San Francisco.
You know, I got a chance. I played against Randy Moss. Yeah. As good in person as he is on TV, I can tell you that. But
you kept up with him every step of the way?
Every step. Yeah. I think I lost him. I don't think
Here's another handoff. Wow. Got it down at the 45. Gain of 5 on that play.
Do you believe me?
Got to bring up third down and 3.
I have no reason to disbelieve you. They keep muttering in my ear every once in a while. Like, is this beard new? Is this something that you haven't had before?
You know, look, I figure joining you in this booth, Greg, you know, you bring a lot of panache to this job.
I heard the helmets
I feel like
on that last
maybe
play.
People would take me a little bit more seriously if I grew some facial hair, right?
What's up, Key in the building?
It's only out of respect for being in this booth with you. Just trying something a little different.
Third down and 3.
I bring panache, you bring whiskers.
Yes.
Shermer.
Pass to the outside, and that
caught
is
by
complete,
Williams.
but not for very much before.
And that's going to be a
Williams
no-gainer.
is forced out of bounds.
What do you think? Should I keep?
Well, I don't know. I just thought Gillette was on strike or something.
Yeah, well, look, listen, this is about 4 months worth, so I might keep it. We'll see.
A lot of penalties in this game. Absolutely, Timbo.
Feels good.
The only reason I see it going is if you sign with the Yankees.
Yeah.
They make you shave.
Yeah, it feels good. My wife hasn't told me to shave it yet, so I guess she's the ultimate boss.
Oh, you betcha.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Maybe she
Fourth
just
down
doesn't have
and
the heart
3.
to
They're going to
tell
go
me.
for it.
4th and 3. And a quick pass on the inside, popped up in the air.
Oh, that's caught by Taylor.
Trent
To the
Taylor.
20, 15, 10.
Breaking tackles inside the 5 and to the 1.
And inside the 1-yard line. Holy smokes.
The ball tipped off the hands of Stanley Morgan right into the hands of Trent Taylor.
Boy,
By
right
Stanley
place, right time.
Morgan goes into the hand of Taylor.
Teal jerseys in that area.
And Taylor took it inside the 1.
Look at Taylor. He's right there. That's an easy one.
So just inside the 1-yard line.
Trent Taylor.
Jacquez Patrick in the backfield.
Holy smokes. Here's the handoff.
End zone for the touchdown.
And that is a touchdown.
And the Bengals are back on top.
That is Patrick with the 1-yard run.
But no Dolphin linebackers anywhere to fill that gap. Got a really nice block from the center and the right guard, and that's an easy one. High stepping into the end zone.
The Bishop's been a moderator for a while now.
It's always nice to get a few lucky plays, you know?
All right, here we go. Here comes the extra point. 9 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes, 21 seconds.
Extra
Kick
point
is up, and kick is good.
9:39.
And it is 20-14. Gonna go down to the wire with this game. Hey, absolutely. All right, Cincinnati is on top by 6 with 9:39 left to play in the third quarter. I clearly wasn't paying attention. Timbo says, who dey? Kind Gamer says, how do you feel about the Bengals? I think they're an offensive line away from competing. Sometimes it goes your way. Hey, that was just a heck of a catch. You know, that was a right place, right time. Tomorrow's Michael says, ooh, yeah. In his best Macho Man Randy Savage voice. Studio, close to a year, I think. Been watching this storm. Forgive me. Hey, it's all good. Prayers are out to you and everyone that's in the Louisiana area and the path of Hurricane Ida. Mikey says, yikes, Bengals with the lead. Still have backup quarterback questions in Dallas, says Arku. Tomorrow's Micah says, not bad. Hey, appreciate that. There's naked people running through the French Quarter.
Oh my God!
Lead by
Here
score
we
20-14.
Here comes the ensuing kick. And it's going to be a touchback. Ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line. First down and 10.
25-yard line. And here comes Reed Sinnott, excuse me. Let's go down to AJ.
Cowboys
Well,
are
if you're ever looking for energy on the Bengals sideline or end zone for that matter, look no further than Joe Mixon, Bengals running back entering his 5th season.
Cooking.
What are you looking forward to most this year?
To be honest, coming out here and having all the fans support us, I think it's been a great thing. It's been a great vibe here. Missed all the fans, and we're just happy to be able to come out here and showcase what we got.
I'm sure you heard the phrase, name a
down
better
near
duo.
the 40.
And everybody's been talking about Joe
and
Jamar,
Mark
Tua
at the
and Jalen. But let's talk about you and Frank.
14-yard run.
The last time you two linked up, you led the AFC in rushing in 2018.
Yeah.
What kind of damage can you two do?
Oh, we're going to do major damage. I mean, that's what they brought him back in here for. You know what I'm saying? So they brought Frank in, and we're going to come over here, come out, do our thing. Linemen going to come out firing people off for the ball. Then I'm going to come through and finish every run. You know, all them yards that we got, just go ahead and try to make them all count.
You starting a new dance boy band behind us here?
Yeah, I don't know what they got going.
There's a flag
I know
on
you
the play.
started, though, the nickname, the Fab Five, for your offensive threats. And even though that is a, you know, you guys are mostly SEC and Big 12, and that's a Big 10 nickname. Tell me about your origin of that.
Well, you know, the Big 12, we come through and we put up them points. That's no cap. Them boys in their conference, they play defense. They bring out them hitters, you know what I'm saying? And then out where he at, you know, they go out there, they make plays too. So, I mean, it's a great thing. It's a great vibe in the locker room. You know, I'm very excited for all the fans, but it's going to be a great show this year, so we can't wait.
And I know giving back to the community is a really big deal for you. I want to give you the space and opportunity to talk about your summer camp this year.
Oh yeah, the summer camp, man. The summer camp been good. I wanted to do a grown women and grown man camp, just so you could be able to invite more of the community to get everybody involved together. But with the little kids, I mean, that's what we're about. I mean, I love the kids, team, everything that we do is for the kids, to be honest. So try to do whatever we can to, you know, excite the community, get back, to be honest, and then come out here and put on the show.
Pass is broken up, incomplete.
With your backup dancers today.
Dose.
Anything else you want to say to Bengals fans watching at home?
Hey, man, we're going to come out here and do our thing. Who They Nation, you already know what it is. It's going to be a takeover. Trust me, believe me.
Number 12 here, man.
That's the one.
Rep guy says,
KJ,
let's go
thank
Fins.
you. That's number 87, CJ Uzama, and number 83, Tyler Boyd, doing the backup role.
Here is second down and 10.
On second and 10.
Here's a handoff. Going to gain a yard on that play. Going to bring up third down and 9.
Well, Greg, to me,
the ball carrier.
Is no question that, you know, the success of this offense, the passing game should be pretty good, but it's what happens up front.
Oh,
I think,
absolutely.
hands down, obviously protection, that's a must, right? You've got to protect Burrow. But their running game, to me, has to be a huge part of what they do. If this offensive line can really move the line of scrimmage, if they can get up to those linebackers and give Joe Mixon some space. Remember, he's a workhorse-type running back. He's going to carry the load. But if they can really get that running game going and those offensive linemen, well, that'll open up this offense and take it to a much different level. So that, to me, is the key.
Got a man. Oh, he dropped it.
By Hunter Long.
That's Hunter Long.
Should have had it.
Hunter Long.
He should have had it.
And he didn't.
Yes,
dude,
sir.
you got one job when you're open like that.
Most
you catch
well-rounded
it.
tight ends in the country, and sometimes you just drop it.
All right, here is a 4th and 9.
Multiple times.
You know, you made a good point, though, about that running game for the Bengals. When he is healthy,
we're going to get the punting unit out there.
Yep, and it's pretty amazing. Look, when you look at his stats, the fact that he didn't play after week 6 and still led the Bengals with, 400 and change yards, That is an eye-popping stat. He gets back to that 2018, 2019.
We are 15
that
likes
form,
away from 100 likes.
and they can protect
appreciate that,
Burrow.
the Bishop.
They've got a nice group.
And here comes the good
It's a
punch.
nice young core of players that they can build this offense around.
And he's going to go down at the 10-yard line.
At the 11-yard line, and that's where he is down. Well,
all right, looks like they're going to mark it at the 11. Need another quarterback, and Mariota would be legit for us. Just ouch on the ego. Saints should be okay. I'm not buying them to do much this year. Trox, you should have caught that. Hey, don't put me out there. I would have caught that and took it for 6. When you get a ball like that and you're open like that, that's the catch in 6. Never cared for the Finns. I think the Bills will come out on top of that division. Oh, hang it. What in the world is this? Oh, okay. Oh, he meant dang it, okay. Wow, that ball would have hit me in the hand and knocked me out.
Got him!
I would have went 3 yards and out of smoke. Bengals win this one. All right, we're about to resume the audio. All right, here we go.
From the 11-yard line, the Bengals.
All right, they marked it at the 11. Single back formation.
Shermer.
And here
coming
is
this way is Taylor. Trent Taylor runs out of bounds.
Trent Taylor.
It rained hard here this morning.
Gain of 4 yards.
Been a pretty nice day for the most part, which makes me think of those unfortunate people in the throes of Hurricane Ida down in the southern part of the country, and we wish them all the very best. That's no fun.
All right, second down and 6. Scored on the last 4 drives, 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals for the Cincinnati Bengals.
That was Patrick. In the backfield on second and 6. Play fake to him. Shermer throws and completes
Shermer got it to Thaddeus Moss. That's the first down.
Is Thaddeus Moss. So there are a fair number of young'uns on the scene this year, Adam.
Yeah. Well, look, it's going to be interesting. I think, Lawrence and Wilson, we know they're probably going to start. San Francisco, I think at this point, it looks like probably Garoppolo is the guy to go with. Here's the one, the Justin Fields or Andy Dalton. Boy, you've got a couple tough games, a couple tough defenses if you're Chicago.
First down and 10.
And
here's the handoff.
Fields is going to go through some growing pains, right?
And that's a good gain on that play. Going to bring up second down and short.
That's the one, the real tough decision. And I would have to imagine that in New England, well, Mac Jones has looked good, but I don't think Bill Belichick puts him out there until he knows he is absolutely ready
That was
he can
Patrick,
handle.
the ball
and I think
carrier.
that's the
We got
case in
6 minutes
Chicago
left
too
in
with
the
Justin
third
Fields,
quarter.
because once you make that change, if you're the head coach, it's hard
Where's
to go back
the South?
on
Absolutely.
that change that you've made. So I think that he has to be really sure.
And
Well, you know he's going to have
is
growing pains, right?
Patrick
so there's a
again,
chance.
got a first down.
You know, if you're Matt Nagy, that it's going to take him a month or 5 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever, and then all of a sudden you find yourself out of it.
No faith in
maybe
Jimmy
if you
G
play
here.
Andy Dalton, you win 2 or 3 of those
How many
games, and you
wins
still
you
find
think the
yourself in
Bengals will get
contention.
this year?
So when you take your medicine, you
if
take
everybody
it now,
is
And you still
healthy,
have a
or you
chance,
take it later.
and you still have a chance to
Probably about
groom
7 or 8
your young
wins.
quarterback if you're winning a
If
couple
there's
games.
any
here.
bit of injuries,
But then I also believe that, look, if you've got
probably
your
about
guy, you
5
got to throw him
wins.
in there and let him play. So he's shown some really special things in the preseason. But to me, that's the tough decision if you're Matt Nagy on which way to go. Because
And
it's
that
almost
is only a gain of a
you almost can't
yard
win in
by
that situation.
Shermer.
Shermer is wrapped up
Strobridge with the tackle. This brings up second down and
at the
9.
33-yard line by Jason Strobridge. Yeah, there's no way that you can, just on the whim of a good game or a good preseason or a good college career,
All right, second
a couple
and 9.
flashy throws, right?
4 minutes and
Can you
50
say,
seconds
this is
left
my
in the
guy?
But
third.
you know that, like, you drafted him to be that guy, right?
The future.
So at what point do you just say, hey, the kid's got to play?
And there is
Tua
some flags.
a season ago.
Yeah.
False start.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick was playing
Number
really good
75.
quarterback
5-yard penalty
for the Miami
Second down.
Dolphins at the time.
It is. Yeah, and that's why I think that
All right, false start on
when you look at
Isaiah
how Brian
Prince.
Flores, the way he handled the quarterback situation last
What's going
year,
on,
certainly heavily
Rocco?
influenced by his time in New England. That's why, as good as Mac Jones has looked, you know, Cam Newton,
Generous.
even though he
Miami
struggled at
looks
times
horrible
throwing
this
the ball,
game.
he still brings a dimension that really changes the way you go about playing defense.
Backfield,
You know,
second
and
down
somebody
at
that you got to
14.
account for. So until
Shermer.
Jones is
Oh,
ready and he shows
he
it,
dropped
I think it's
it.
going to be Cam Newton's job.
And it's not that Cam has looked horrible.
A
Cam has looked
near
pretty good.
interception.
Until he missed 5 days.
Nah.
That was
Jamal
Perry.
Perry had this one and lost it.
Oh, that looks like me. You got to catch the easy ones.
It's third down and
If you
14.
can't catch the easy ones, you have no chance.
You consider that easy with the dive and everything?
I think so. It's in the bread basket, right?
Depends on the size of the bread
Anytime
basket.
you can, anytime you have the option to body
All right,
catch
here we
it,
go. Third
it's
down
easy.
and 14. Big time down for the Bengals.
On 3rd and 14, so
And here's the handoff.
and across the 35
What a
to about
collision.
37
Gonna be
yard line
short.
goes Jacquez Patrick.
Got to bring up
Gotta bring
fourth
on the
down
punting
and
unit.
5. That was Patrick, the ball carrier.
Here's Brian Flores. I'll ask you a little bit during this next series what you think about the Miami Dolphins going with not one but 2 offensive coordinators, a co-offensive coordinator.
All right, fourth down
for
and
this
5.
upcoming season. Malcolm Perry going to let it bounce.
And it's going to
And
go
it's
out of
bounced out of
bounds at the 6-yard
And
line.
it'll be spotted at the 6-yard line.
Miami will have the ball first and 10 at their own 6. Heard that crash in Texas, LOL. Cincinnati should cover and win. Double T. Good game. We got 3:33 left till the polls close. We have 66% going for the Cincinnati Bengals. Or I'm sorry, we got 66% going for the Miami Dolphins. 34% going for the Cincinnati Bengals. Appreciate the 190 plus in the building. You guys are truly amazing. Love each and every single one of you. Do appreciate the 355 votes. Trox, never been in this channel before. Great stuff. You do different games every week. Yes, I do. Yep. Appreciate that, Cowboy. But yeah, this whole entire NFL season, I have 130 games to cover. That's just in the NFL. Then I do some college football games as well. And then after football, I switch over to basketball and do the NBA and college basketball. And we do also, we have UFC and boxing as well on this channel. Every game Troxel covers is a great game. Hey, I appreciate that. Wake up, America.
Friday night, lost 34-0. Galley Academy
right,
also the
333.
only team to beat Joe Burrow in a regular
Left
season
in third.
high school game.
Hey, appreciate that, Angry Video Game. Angry Video Game Master, welcome to the family. Lauren says she lost power. Prayers up, Lauren.
Plays and out.
All right,
and
here we
that's
go.
exactly
First down and 10 at their
Very
6-yard line. Single back
From the 6-yard line.
formation. Play action.
That is man across the 25, across the
That's
35,
good game.
now and
To
across
the
the
40.
40-yard line is Malcolm
Down at
Perry.
the 41, maybe the 42.
That'll get you out of the shadows of the goalpost in a hurry.
Yeah, really nicely done. Again,
What about field
you've
hockey?
seen some really nice sharp balls from Sinnott, and his accuracy
Nice.
and ball
Lakers?
location has been
Yeah, I
pretty
covered
good.
some Lakers games,
It's a tough throw
absolutely.
across the field with Perry. Pretty much hits him in a dead sprint. Look him scan to the left. He sees his receiver and
I do have
gives
a
him a
lot
chance
of
to catch the ball on the
Laker
run.
fans, so yeah, I definitely
Number 3 going to
cover
in
the Lakers.
third.
All right, that is a no
Gordon Scarr
gainer.
didn't get very far before he was hit hard by Trayvon Henderson.
Well, that's the Trayvon Henderson is
Second down and 10.
himself a pretty good game here today. Second time that we've seen him just shoot the gap, make a tackle in the backfield, and he's put together some
All
pretty
right, here
good
we
tape.
go. Second
Gotta
down
be
and
pleased with his
10.
play.
2.5 to play in the third. Ball is at
First
the
down at the
42-yard
42.
line. Shotgun formation.
Sinnott on the slant.
Sinnott, and that
off the
is
hands of
incomplete.
his
Brings up
intended
third down
receiver,
and
Ty
10.
Loxley.
Lockley was the
So it'll be
intended
second down,
receiver.
32.
Oh, snap. All right, we should be getting a thunderstorm here.
Number 99, Tyler Shelvin, coming off the field. He is a big guy.
Good luck this
6'2",
season, Miami.
350. Fourth-round draft pick out of LSU.
Yeah, I think they call that a two-gap. You take up two gaps and do not let the offensive lineman get off the ball to your
All right, here we
linebacker.
go.
That's football jargon, Derrn.
Yes. Lots of
Oh,
movement
got a
up
free
front.
play. Oh, no, they're going to call it dead.
Oh, now that's a pretty good throw.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 44.
Should've
5-yard
let that a
penalty.
free play.
Third down.
That penalty is
That's
on Darius
Darius
Hodge.
Hodge.
You didn't see what happened. The play was blown dead. Sinnott threw the ball, and it hit Kai Loxley in the back, who had slowed down just because of the whistles. That was
All
about
right,
25
third down
yards
and
downfield.
5.
3rd and 5.
Third and 5. Ball is at the 42-yard line. Got to get it to the 48.
Sinnott had to pull it down, and then he
Sinnott's
goes
gonna
down.
go down. That is a sack.
At about the 38-yard line, Darius Hodge, first one in there after it.
That's Darius Hodge.
Boy,
Picks
watch
up a penalty. The
Darius
very next
Hodge
play
on the
picks up a
right side
sack.
of your screen in a three-point stance. He goes up, and then he loops underneath, comes up inside, and is able to squeeze right inside that gap up the middle to execute a beautiful game inside.
If I recall correctly, you were singing Darius Hodge's praises at the very beginning of the day.
Well, he was, you know,
All right,
I'm
fourth
generally
down
pretty
and 14. Here comes the punting unit.
speak about players.
Good to know.
Second straight punt.
Good to know.
It's all that film study.
Pilardi with the kick. Trent Taylor, fair catch.
Fair catch.
Made at the 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line.
Minute 20.
All right. Got 88 seconds left in this quarter. Horse crap call. It'd be great to watch some old great games with your input. Oh, absolutely. That would be fun. Our O-line needs a lot of work. What's going on, Malachi Hughes? Miami needs to just pack it up this year. Rocco, you do realize that this is preseason. These are guys that probably is not making the team. You guys crucify these teams on the year, and we're in preseason football. Look at the South. Let's go, Bengals. I mean, completely crucified. It's like, this is still preseason. Like, we don't have Tua out there. They don't have Landry and Waddle out there. They don't have, none of their stars. Jakeem Grant. They don't have nobody out there. Yes, I'm doing Cleveland, Atlanta next. Yeah, but it's finally fun to watch games. Absolutely. We're looking decent this year, says Snow's Razor. Whole fourth to play. They need to cut more than 3. Not even Joe Mixon. Mixon did get in on this to start the game. They all had, the Cincinnati Bengals had their starters in for one drive and one drive alone.
Randy Moss.
All right, here we go.
Says the last time that you faced Randy Moss was November of 2003, and Moss caught 10 balls for 160 yards and a touchdown.
Did I ever mention that I was a box safety and I played like a linebacker from BLITZ?
To me, but maybe not to Joe.
Shermer.
Pass is complete.
That is caught.
Pretty sure
that's going to be a first down.
I had my bell rung a few times.
Morgan.
I think we won that game like 41-17.
48-17. Good memory.
Yeah.
Good memory.
How about that?
I don't remember what I had for lunch yesterday.
This is kind of, just want to give you an idea of what you're going to get from me this season, Greg.
Memory.
All right, actually, they're going to mark it just short of a first down. Second down and 1.
For real, did he?
For 104. That's what they
said. And here's a handoff. Now that's a first down. Williams still on his feet.
Williams breaking it out to the 44.
Got it down at the 44-yard line. First down and 10. 50 seconds left. The score
Greg, I'm excited this year to see
Cincinnati with the ball
this
and the
version
lead
of Brian Flores' defense, because if you go back 2 years ago, well, they were working with a lot of street free agents, a lot of late-round draft picks, and it was ugly, right? The way they started the season, it was ugly. Last year, they started to upgrade their talent, and in those critical areas, takeaways, third downs, red zone,
23 seconds
where
left.
they were scoring. They were one of the best defenses in the league.
Here's play
so
action.
I think if they can generate a pass rush up front and find somebody, maybe Jalen Phillips to rush the passer, this could be a pretty good defense.
Second down,
they can get that part. So I'm excited to see once they put the starting 11, they put their packages together, this version of the Miami Dolphins defense.
He has proven that he
Another
can
win for
get
my
his players
Bucks.
to work hard for him. We've come to the end of the third.
All right, we are at the end of 3. When we resume, it is the money quarter. So we'll be in the money quarter, the fourth quarter. We have 5 quarters left of preseason football on this channel. Then we gear up for the regular season. He did not silence no opponent. They're saying Paul has, what do you call it? Jake Paul has silenced his opponents. I'm going to laugh when Tyron Woodley knocks him out. That's what I meant to say, Brennan. Appreciate the 100 likes. You guys are awesome. Appreciate the 190 in the building. Let's see how close we are to a number change. Hey, we're about 7 away from the number change. You guys are awesome. Let's go. We're about 7 away from 16.7. All right, we're about to get started. The polls will be ending. We got another couple seconds left on the polls. Get those votes in.
Deal.
I love it.
All right, here we go.
Well, wonderful. Anybody ever tell you got a great
And
voice?
the poll is ending.
People lie. People lie as easily as they walk down the street. 2nd and 6 as we start the 4th.
All right, the poll has ended.
And we'll start it on the ground.
And crosses
Travion
midfield.
Williams
Going to be
his
about a
fair
yard
share
short
of
of
action
first
today.
down. Shout out to the 371 votes.
All teams have to cut down to
65% said the
53 on the
Miami
roster
Dolphins.
on Tuesday.
34% said Cincinnati.
Brian Flores told us he's got a pretty good handle on what his final roster is going to look like, but not all coaches have that luxury.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1. And he's going to throw for it. And that pass is complete. Inside the 40 goes Thaddeus Moss once again.
Got the first down.
Thaddeus Moss, not at all built like his dad was. Thaddeus Moss is 6'3", 250 in his 2nd season out of LSU.
Yeah, but a nice grab in traffic, and
Cincinnati will
probably
win.
has a bit of his dad's movement skills. Very nimble, very athletic. That's a really nice ball right there.
Timbo says, I don't need to look at the poll.
So Cincinnati with the first down. At the Miami 38, they're looking to build on a 6-point lead. Play fake.
Play action.
Got hit as he threw the ball.
Hit.
It is incomplete. Is it incomplete, or is that a thrown ball or a fumbled ball?
There's a flag on the play.
Down in the
Let's see what just happened.
Benito Jones
is it a fumble?
jumped
Is
on
it
that
recovery?
ball
Is it
that it was a
incomplete?
live ball.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 95, 15-yard penalty, an automatic first down.
Number 95 right down the middle of your screen. Stays with it, gets off of the block, and
how is that roughing the passer?
A little extra oomph as he hit the turf.
Oh boy, that's the tough one, but you get that body weight on the quarterback. Some people out there would argue that
Please reset the clock.
it's almost impossible not to do. Some people would argue that.
Well, he's 6'1", 318. Maybe he's not agile enough to
That's one of the moments you just go.
Be that as it may, which is a popular
All right,
phrase
that's only
in
the
some
third
countries.
penalty for
The ball's
Miami.
at the 23-yard line.
Cincinnati has 11 penalties in this game.
This is Patrick, right side.
Here's
Nowhere to go.
Patrick, and he's going to go
brought
down
from
behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackle is made by Jason Strobridge.
Strobridge with the tackle brings up, okay, guess it's a no gainer.
We were talking
Second and 10
again about this upcoming season. You're not a big fan of the 2-week break between the end of the preseason and the start of the regular season, are you?
Well, I think it's it would be strange, just because I've never had a chance to experience it.
All right, here we go.
You know, I guess if you think about it, back when I played, there were 4 preseason
ball is at
games,
the 23.
and you played in. The third game
And
is the one where you played into the third
20,
quarter.
Down
and
at
if you were a starter, you
17-yard
generally
line.
didn't play in that fourth game. So there was
That
about
is
2 weeks,
Thaddeus Moss.
I guess, between. So I guess it's pretty similar.
Brings up third
in that
down and
respect.
4.
But now, essentially, the starters, they go from
Thaddeus Moss has
a
4
week
receptions
they're
for
almost
40
going
yards.
3 weeks. Is my math correct?
Kyle
on that?
Shermer is 13 for 16.
So I would be, the one thing I would be nervous about is my conditioning, because there's nothing like playing a full 4 quarters of an NFL game. And even in preseason, if you play into the third quarter, it's a different animal when you've got to make plays in the fourth quarter. So I would be,
and that might
I would
be
probably
a
be a
first
little bit
down.
nervous about that part of the conditioning aspect of it, having so much time without actually getting on the field and playing.
Because Patrick is very close. They're going to give him the first down. They are.
All right, it looks like they're going to give him the first down.
So it's first down, and the Bengals continue to roll. At the 13-yard line. Patrick in the backfield once again takes the handoff.
And that's going to be a no-gainer on that play.
You know, the other thing,
second down.
Adam, that I'm sure
Where he
figures
says
into
if
it
that
a
was a
lot
foul,
is
I'm an
coaches like
85-year-old
to get some sort
grandmother.
of rhythm going. They like to, when guys, when the team has a day off,
Jorge,
and
don't
when
make
they're
fun of
going
me.
to look at film, and when things are going to happen, and that might get a little disruptive over that 2-week span.
Yeah, but then again, look, last year, you talk about the
All right,
ultimate
second down
disruption.
and 10, 11-11
the
to play
offseason
in the fourth
It
quarter.
doesn't get any worse than that, right? And I think the
6-point
fact
game.
that most teams did a pretty good job navigating just an almost impossible offseason and having to adjust and not having the preseason.
Ball is at the 13-yard
I
line.
think really, it kind of opened up their eyes.
That's caught.
You
That's
kind of get used
Morgan.
to always doing things the same
At
way
the
because it's
9-yard
always
line.
been done that way. And so I think now it gives teams a little bit more confidence that maybe they can try some different
Brings up
things and
third
still
down
be
and
okay.
6.
We learned that about a lot of things
Yeah.
last year, that things can be done differently and not necessarily is that a bad thing.
I tell you, you know what's going to be the ultimate boost of energy? Fans.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that to me, I couldn't imagine playing defense in an empty stadium. So that, I think, will be the number one thing that players, coaches, and the fans are looking forward to is getting a packed stadium
9 yards,
and watching
Pater.
a football team play.
This is 3rd and 6. Shermer
Here is
on the move.
Shermer.
Now, end zone, back of the end zone.
And that
Touchdown.
is a touchdown. Washington.
Scotty Washington on the receiving end.
Boy, this is just a really nice wrap
Scotty Washington picks
by
up that
Shermer.
touchdown.
He's sliding to his left. Watch how he flips his shoulder around. And he sees Washington just scraping
So James
right in
says
front of that
Buffalo
end zone
did it
line.
Right, playing their starters.
Beautiful
This is a
throw and
joke.
catch. Excellent rep by Shermer.
And they will go for 2
Timbo says, who they?
with 10:04 to play here in the 4th quarter.
All right, they're going to go for 2 points. Single back formation.
Williams behind Shermer. Play fake to him, and the ball is tipped.
And the ball is
As it
tipped.
comes out of the quarterback's hand. And that 2-point attempt goes by the boards. 26-14
All right.
is the score.
No good on that 2-point conversion.
10 minutes.
It's a 12-point game. Let's go Cincinnati. Who Dey. So our job number will not sure why. Easy money. Let's go. Buffalo did it right playing their starters. This is a joke. Whoop. Wow. Who would have thunk? Miami can't do anything anyway. See what you get. If they aren't in tune, it's going to be a long season. Lauren says Saints. Who Dey? Who's going to beat the Bengals? Cleveland will beat the Bengals. Steelers will beat the Bengals. and Baltimore's going to beat the Bengals. They just got better pass rushers than Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati messed up in the draft. Instead of getting buddy, they needed to get smarter, and picked up Penei Sewell. Buffalo as well. I think the Fins will be there in the end. But Bengals winning. It's preseason football, people. Preseason football. Buffalo should win that division. I do have Buffalo winning that division. I think Miami gets second in that division. Both teams making the playoffs.
Got it, Coach.
All right, here we go.
That's how the career ended.
Oh.
And those are the breaks, right? So I've had a chance.
Touchback ball is going to be placed at the 25-yard line. First down and 10 at the 25. All right. I guess they're going to more commercial breaks. How about that preseason business? Trox, now you talking trash that Bills will win the AFC East. Still love, though? Hey, I mean, come on now. They got a squad and a half. That's going to be the toughest team outside of Kansas City, like, to the path to the Super Bowl. Like Kansas City, Buffalo, Miami at full strength could probably make a run for the money. Pittsburgh is in a win now mode. Lamar Jackson is in a contract year. Let's see what else. You got the hardest team in my division, the Cleveland Browns. Like, geez Louise, they went and signed every single person. Like, I'm like, can you save somebody for somebody else? They went and said, nope, we spending money today.
Ohio guy holding it down for Cleveland in particular. I would need to ask you first, is your mom in the stands? Because I know that was an issue a couple years back. You needed to find your mom.
Scary.
She didn't come to this game. You know, I kind of told her I wasn't playing as much, so she didn't want to come to this one.
Well, you led the team in tackling the last 2 seasons. They're coming off a career-high 7 sacks. What did you do in the offseason to carry on that momentum into this year?
Just focus on the little things for me. You know, the simple things we take for granted. Getting off the ball, hand placement. You know, all those things that, you know, we kind of lose focus on throughout the season. I honed back on that, and I just worked hard the whole offseason.
I know the team led in takeaways last year and third down defense, but run defense is something you guys want to concentrate on this season. How have you been implementing
play action.
We were definitely, it was a point of emphasis this offseason.
31-yard line.
For me, you know, I did extra study in the offseason.
Loxley.
I'm just seeing how I can get better, how I can improve, and you know, it's definitely one of those things that as soon as we came in,
I can see
that was the main thing,
rematch.
to stop the run so we can get down, you know, get to that third down and play all of our exotic, you know, stuff. So that's definitely a key for us.
Now, you played with Joe Burrow at Ohio State.
Yeah.
What have you observed as far as his evolution from Ohio State to LSU, now to the league?
Here
what
is the
been your
handoff,
observations?
and that's the first down.
The one thing that stood out with him is he always competes, no matter what it was.
Down at the 36-yard line.
Competition, if it's checkers, whatever it was, he competed. You know, even seeing him in high school.
Hey, Arizona Cardinals and Tampa Bay got something to say about the Niners.
He never gave up, and you know, I'm definitely happy for him.
Now, I'd be remiss if I don't mention all the work you do outside of football and giving back. And Miami Dolphins player Chris Chambers was an early influence for you.
Yeah.
You've been involved with some things with Haiti and the Boys and Girls Club. Talk about that.
Yeah, so, you know, off the field, that's really what I care about. You know, I really love giving back. I've been blessed.
And he dropped
playing in the NFL and with a new contract. For me, I want to give back and help as many people as I can.
Wait, he caught that?
You know, Haiti, they had that earthquake that really affected them.
Loxley caught that. That picks up a first down.
The hurricane that just, you know, happened. It's happening right now. I definitely want to do something in the future to help them. I just feel like it's my calling, you know, to help as many people as I can, and that's truly what I'm, you know, is here to do.
Well, we're grateful for what you do on and off the field. Congrats on a new contract, and of course, a lot of thoughts and prayers are with those in the Gulf Coast right now as well.
All right, here we go. First down and 10.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Here's a handoff.
AJ, thank you, and good words indeed. You know, they're all too often there are negative
and that's going to be down at
about
the
various players around the league.
49.5-yard line.
His mark on the field.
Half a yard short away from
a really good job making his mark off the field too.
Yep, absolutely. One of the key pieces to Brian Flores'
James
defense.
Ogle says, is that a joke,
This defense is aggressive. They blitz
James?
about as much as anybody in the NFL. And think about the fact that 24 sacks came from their linebackers last year. Jerome Baker having 7 of those sacks.
All right, second down and 6.
Just one more part of his game.
2nd and 6 here for Senate. Back shoulder throw.
That is
complete to Khalil McLean.
All right, McLean with the first down. Big
so
time
from what
gain,
you've seen of young Mr. Senate today, would you be inclined to make him a part of your 53-man roster?
I would say that in this game, he's done about everything you can ask. Now, look, we're not in the meeting room. We don't know what his reads are and if he missed reads and all that good stuff.
7:17
I would say
left
generally
to play
he's
in the
had
fourth
pretty good
quarter.
command of the offense. And generally he's thrown the ball with
32-yard
great
line,
accuracy.
32 yards away
so
from
from that
Baker.
standpoint, I certainly think that he's going to find himself somewhere in the league trying to fight for a backup job or a third-string job again this season.
That is a plus side of these preseason games, because if you're playing well, but there's no room for you,
and that's going to be at the 33-yard line.
I think the biggest thing too is, look, arm strength. Does he have the true arm strength to make all the throws against the best cornerbacks and the best safeties and the best secondaries in the NFL?
Kansas City is going to beat
that's going to be the one question. And sitting here, it's really kind of hard to say, does he really have that strength? I know working with the strength staff in the offseason, it certainly helped with strength and conditioning and throwing a better ball. But that's always part of it.
This is Dokes on the receiving end, and he's brought
that
down,
is a flag on the play.
On the play.
Pass interference. Offense number 83. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So that penalty is on Kirk Merritt, as there's a little
Kirk
chatter
Merritt.
going on between the two
Pass
teams
interference.
down there.
Take a look at the top right about that 30-yard line. And you can see Merritt gets his hands inside and just grabs a little bit too much jersey.
So the line of scrimmage is now about the 44.5-yard line. Second and a long ways to go.
Here we go. Second down and 22. Ball is at the...
Actually need the 22-yard line.
44-yard line.
Sinnott.
Here's Sinnott.
Wants it all.
He's going. 5-yard line. Touchdown. With a 44-yard touchdown reception.
Yep. You just
picks up a penalty, picks up a touchdown
cornerback
on a very next play.
Antonio Phillips, and what a beauty of a throw. Lays it right out there. Look at Merritt. He doesn't even break a stride. Beautiful pass.
Hey, never underestimate your opponent.
He was wide open, but what a nice connection right there between the two.
Sanders with the kick.
Kick is up, and kick is good.
5 minutes, 57 seconds to play here in the fourth.
And it's a 5-point game. Andrew says, let's go Dolphins. Gail Bradford, how's it going? Said, did Burrow play? Yes, he played one series. He had one drive. Trox, you could have caught that. Yeah, rule number 1, never underestimate your opponent. I mean, look at my Steelers. I'm a Steelers fan. Look at my Steelers. They underestimated the Cleveland Browns, and they got manhandled in the playoffs. Hence the birth of Troxburg. But I do got a lot of respect, though, for the Cleveland Browns, even though that they are a division rival, because they know the Detroit Lions' pain of being 0-16. But, yeah, never underestimate your opponent. You know, people think the Cleveland Browns suck, this, that, the other. They're not this, they're not that. Okay. Okay. When they pop you, don't say I didn't tell you. You play them like they're a world champion. That way you know you beat them. Truck's going to caught that with arms. And last time I checked, Kansas City got their tails whipped in the Super Bowl by a 43-year-old man named Tom Brady, who can't even throw 50, 60 yards down the field. That's why I said, don't ever underestimate your opponent. Once you start underestimating your opponent, you've already lost. It's going to be an interesting year for sure. Good site. Keep up the good work. Hey, I appreciate that, Gail. Yeah, I try to bring non-bias to this channel. My goal is actually to overtake ESPN, NFL networks, and things like that, because there is a lot of bias in their stuff. All right, here we go. That is going to be a touchback. Ball is going to be placed at the 25-yard line. First down and 10. There's 5:57 left, a 5-point game. Cincinnati clinching onto a 5-point lead, 26-21, with just under 6 to play. They're going to mark it at the 25, following that touchback, 1st and 10. And here we go. Single back formation. Shermer's under center. Got Thaddeus Moss in motion. Here's a handoff. And that's going to be a gain about 2.5 yards. That is Patrick, the ball carrier. Super Bowl will be a repeat this year, Kansas City, Tampa Bay. It's possible, Richard Hall. I definitely think it could be a rematch. Thaddeus Moss in motion. Single back formation. And Shermer takes off and going to be about a yard short of a first down. Okay, correction, 2 yards short of a first down. Third down and 2. Four drives of 9+ plays. Third down and 2. Single back formation. Here's the handoff. And that's Patrick. Only going to gain about a yard at best. Brings out fourth down and 1. Yeah, I've learned a long time ago, never bet against Tom Brady. That's more of a, we'll see what happens. That's my safe bet. We'll see what happens. Never bet against that man, I swear. All right, single back formation. And they're going to call a timeout. That is the Cincinnati Bengals' first timeout. First timeout by either teams in the first half or in the second half. Oh man, my apologies. I didn't have the audio on.
Preseason game, and I said it earlier. I think for a lot of coaches, maybe not these, but a lot of coaches, the tough part begins now, because there are guys a couple of games into a season. They go, "Gosh, I wish I kept this guy."
My apologies, everyone, for not
looking pretty good in somebody else's uniform.
Yeah, but the process, Greg, you know this. You've been around this game for a long time. The process never starts. You're always turning the roster. You're always looking for guys. You're always making moves. You know, that tail end of the roster is always changing throughout the season.
One of many former
general
Alabama
managers and front offices are always, trying to tweak it.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with Mac Jones.
The main goal is, hey, how do we put a game plan to beat the Minnesota Vikings, right? How do we put a game plan together to beat the New England Patriots if you're Miami?
All right, here we go. Got it to the 25 or the 15
to about the 20-yard line is Malcolm
It's going to be first and 10 at the 20-yard line. (34-10), San Francisco.
Oh my God!
Tua and Miami. Yeah, Tua could. What do you got? They're starting to build a good team in Miami. Raiders are getting dogged on. Bucks Pats will be most watched game of the season. The GOAT returns to Foxborough to face the ex-coach. Hey, absolutely. Hopefully it would be Mac Jones versus Tom Brady. We are on a commercial break right now. Miami about to get this W, says Richard Hall. Cincinnati won't let him score again. Jimmy G does not does not have the leadership skills. What's up, Derek Miller? Says Cowgirl stinks. Niners have the ball. Jimmy G is go to this game. Patriots and Mac Jones. Please cover the Bucs Patriots game. I will.
AFC East.
All right, here we go.
Zach
When is
Wilson
that
and
game?
Robert Saleh
Patriots and Buccaneers
have begun their work in New York with the Jets.
Mac Jones
Cam
is the
Newton.
future.
Still think he's going to be the starter
here we
for
go.
New England, at least at the beginning of the season. And the beast of the East is Josh Allen, who is just a lights-out quarterback right now.
But never have I been more wrong in my life than on Josh Allen. You know, after his rookie year, I'm sure you had plenty of their games.
I don't think you were alone.
Absolutely, that was weird.
Felt that way.
There
Never
is
in my
no
wildest
overtime
dreams.
in
But boy,
preseason
when that light
football.
bulb came on, that thing came on.
Yeah.
And now,
All right, here we go. First and 10 after
he
20.
almost
Here's
looks unstoppable, but what a great,
play action.
great story from where he started when he came
That's
into
the first
the league.
down.
It just goes to show that no matter what happens
line.
in a rookie season, anything's possible, right? You can have a great season and then fall off, or you could just look like you have no chance and turn into Josh Allen.
Maybe it's a lesson that you trust your instincts, trust your scouting, and don't let a play here or there or a game here or there deter what your master plan is.
Right, because where he started from, I don't think people really understand.
Ball's at the 34-yard line.
And just the major leaps and steps that he's taken over the last 2 years.
Incomplete, intended
Incredible.
for
He is a premier quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, yeah. I mean, boy, the way he played last year, legit MVP.
With the deflection.
You know, could be a top 5 guy, no doubt. But I think, you know, I went back and I watched that last game, Miami and Buffalo, you know, before this game, just to kind of get a feel for, you know,
all right,
the
here we go,
Dolphins.
second down and 10.
The one thing that stood out is that on offense, they just didn't have the firepower to keep up with the
here we
Bills.
go, send it.
You know, they just couldn't play that game. They really couldn't cover the Bills.
Again, Rose with the pass deflect. And
but once the Bills got rolling, they just couldn't match him firepower-wise. And
Dolphin.
as I look at the Dolphins this year, they've got to find a way to get more explosive and get those big plays if they want to compete in the AFC East.
I believe that's Merritt. Got injured on that play.
Earlier, they need that long game from Tua.
Yeah. Well, look, they've got speed. I mean, it doesn't get almost doesn't get any better deep than Will Fuller. You know, Jalen Waddle.
Right.
I think that guy can go deep. You know, Devontae Parker. They've got a really good collection of wide receivers. They can really threaten you in a lot of ways, whether it's yards after the catch, whether it's just pure vertical speed. With Parker, if he stays healthy, you know, that contested catch area.
Got a third down and 10. Big time down for the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, 100%.
Ball is at the 34-yard line.
It really comes down to Tua. I mean, let's be honest. And can he take that next step in his game?
Third and 10. Sinnott under pressure, throwing deep. Penalty marker is down, and that catch is made on the near side of the field by Khalil McLean.
Let's see if it stands.
There is a flag on the far side of the field.
It would be enough for a first down. Let's see what the flag's about.
Offside. Defense number 96. The penalties decline.
Oh, snap.
That's the rookie Cam Sample.
Sample.
Dangerous throw. Really kind of gets lucky.
But
nonetheless, really nice adjustment out there to get open.
Hey, Mike 47.
Well, Reed Sinnott now 298 yards throwing today.
I think, you know, I've loved watching. You know, I kind of feel bad about his golfing. I'm just jealous because I'm not that good.
This pass is complete to Laird out of the backfield, and he is out of bounds. 2:32 on the clock.
But I am a fan. I really enjoyed talking to him. He's got a great attitude, and I think he's got the right attitude. And despite not really getting a lot of live practice reps, I think he's come out and played very well today.
Well, we had a little conversation with him amongst our player and coaches interviews the other day, and someone in the organization let it slip that he went and did his research on us. He was a really good conversationalist.
I wonder what he found on me.
That's caught. That's a first
Maybe
down.
that story about the Raiders.
Ball down at the 29-yard line by Perry.
300 yards. Pretty good day. Pretty good day at the office. Didn't start off pretty good.
No.
Couple quarterback hit, got a sack, but again, I think you got to be really pleased. Really nice day of work for Sinnott.
Got a little handshake.
All right, we got a 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in this ball game. 29 yards for pay dirt for the Miami Dolphins. All right, Wake Up America. Have a wonderful night. Hopefully I'll see you for the next stream, brother. I'm liking what I've seen from Sinnott. Yeah, Sinnott's been playing pretty well. I think Sinnott has been playing the entire game. Hey, shout out to Puerto Rico. Appreciate that, Frank Fernandez. What's up, Patty Grimes? Esperanza says, yes, sir. Yeah, we'll be live for the Browns and the Falcons. Yeah, I watch baseball every now and again.
Can take with him on that flight back to South Florida. 309 passing yards today. That's the most of any NFL quarterback this preseason.
He'll take that.
Hey, Ron, 49.
Tuesday will be an interesting day in a lot of NFL towns. First down.
All right, here we go.
Sinnott steps up,
throws. That's going to be incomplete.
And the pass is incomplete. Second and 10.
Good news about this game is it seems, I don't want to jinx it, both teams should go into the season.
Derek Miller. You know the crazy thing is Ezekiel Elliott is
a pretty clean game here.
Down to his freshman.
I think the one question are
in college.
The Dolphins receivers, are they going to be healthy and ready to go? We know that Will Fuller, he misses the first game. But to get that group back on the field.
Goes down. That's going to be.
Sinnott threw the ball into the ground. As he was being hit by Cam Sample.
The refs are talking.
Doesn't think he deserves a grounding penalty.
The ruling on the field is the runner is down by contact at the 34-yard line. Third down.
All right, so it's going to be down by contact.
Down before the ball came out.
Really nice job by Cam Sample coming off the edge and getting the tackle off his legs, staying on his feet and getting to Sinnott. Got a couple nice rushes from Sample, a couple from Kareem.
34-yard line.
See a lot of that. this season for Cincinnati.
15.
Under pressure. And he had to just get rid of it.
Incomplete.
Laird, the closest receiver, and it'll be 4th and 15.
Really never had a chance to set it up, trying to set up the screen over to the left side, and Sinnott just had a free hitter, got into the backfield before they had any chance for the play to develop.
Well, you can see it in the faces and the reactions of these Cincinnati fans that they're anxious for this season to begin because there is lots of hope on the near horizon. 4th and 15.
Got to protect Burrow. And you got to be able to stop the run for Cincinnati to improve.
And there's flags on the play.
We have a penalty marker.
Prior to the false start, timeout, Miami. The first of the
Miami
half.
takes their
Be
first
30 seconds
timeout.
So there is no flag. And we still have 1:32 to play on 4th down.
But that's where I see, you know, this happening for Cincinnati. They've got to get there. This has to be the year the offensive line goes from one of the worst. They've at least got to make the jump to the middle of the pack. Yeah. At least.
Browns versus
They've got to protect Burrow. They've got to be strong in the run game. And on defense,
all you got to do is stay in the
got to
check
stop
and
the
it
run.
gets you
got
redirected
Baltimore,
into that one.
You've got Cleveland, and you've got Pittsburgh. They haven't been able to stop the run here for a long time.
That.
And that unit has to drastically improve.
Going for a good game.
They need the 19-yard line for a first down.
All right, they got to get it to the 19-yard line. Here we go.
Sinnott under pressure, spins away from
15,
trouble.
Gets out of trouble.
Playing downfield and has got to let it fly to the end zone.
Oh, man. That's a
touchdown. Touchdown, Chris Myrick did.
What a play. What a play.
Reed Sinnott is on the turf back at about the 43-yard line.
Sinnott is hurt.
They help him up.
Holy
what
smokes.
A play.
That's Myrick.
Sinnott just keeps it alive, and just Myrick comes down. What a way to cap it off.
What a grab.
Everything about that play. It was Hodge.
And now Sinnott is back on the turf, by the way.
Yeah, Hodge was coming around, and he just kind of, he hit Sinnott just
What
as he
a
threw
catch,
the football.
what
I don't
a
think there was
play.
anything illegal about it.
Sinnott laid it all out there.
So Hodge hits him from behind, and again, nothing sinister or nothing dirty about that hit. Just
Myrick up, 1 foot down.
there you go, got that knee down.
And it is a touchdown.
To me, Greg,
like
without
I said,
a doubt,
Miami gets the W.
Sinnott played his way into something this season. You know, ultimately, what
Somewhere.
that's going to be, but he certainly had the game he needed to have.
Timeout. Miami. Their second of the half.
Brian
That allows
Flores.
number 4 to return to the game. Try for point.
Brian Flores
All right,
was
Sinnott wants to go out there more.
saying something
Let's
angry
go.
in Land Clark's direction.
Hey, I love that. That just shows heart.
But Reed Sinnott is back on
All
the field.
right.
And now he's taking a walk over again.
That shows heart.
What a game.
So because
What
that's
a day for that
timeout,
young man.
Sinnott can get
Yeah,
back
buddy.
out there.
As he would say, Sinnott to win it, right?
All right.
In our meeting, he said, "Oh, Greg, your alma mater recruited me." out of high school."
27-26, Miami up by 1. They're going for 2
I didn't
points.
catch that part.
Yeah.
Are you making that up?
No, I'm serious.
Got a minute
I'll have to go
21
back and look at
left.
my notes. He probably thought I was David Archuleta, that I was the runner-up on American Idol. He's probably like, how'd this guy get? You know what I mean?
27-26, Miami going for 2.
There you go. Sinnott.
Over the middle.
Rose. And that's Perry.
Malcolm Perry.
Count that 2-point conversion. Miami
and that makes it a 29,
goes up by
26.
3.
Miami lead with 1:21 to play.
Just another example, being calm in the pocket.
What a game, folks.
You know, not getting antsy and just waiting until the last moment to hit his receiver in the end zone.
You ought to get a pretty good seat on the plane, don't you?
I don't know. Whose seat would he take?
Somebody who had a real rocking chair afternoon and didn't do much of anything today.
Shout out to Sinnott. Sinnott, man.
Well, you got to love that.
I love when you show heart. When you show heart, hey, everything is lovely.
What a pass by Sinnott. What a catch by Myrick.
Really, his best throw of the day was that deep ball.
Hey, I appreciate that, Russell Taylor.
I mean, that was a beauty.
So it's safe to say he's had a couple.
Sleeping on those fins?
I think so. I would say that.
What's up, Alex?
Travion Williams back at his goal line.
What's up, Michael Ramirez?
For the kick.
And that's going to be a touchback. Ball's placed at the 25-yard line. First down and 10.
Cincinnati with
Shermer.
2 timeouts remaining. And here's
Possibly
Kyle
last
Shermer, who's had himself a
drive.
decent afternoon himself.
Have 81 seconds left in this ball game.
You see, with these preseason games, you never know what you're going to get.
What's up, Manuel? What's going on, Amanda?
Great.
There was a boxing trainer who said that 2 magical
Hey, I
words
appreciate
about
that,
boxing,
Russell.
you never know.
All right, here we go. First and 10.
First down.
Shermer.
Pulls it down and runs out of bounds at about 27
gain
yards.
about 2 yards and out of bounds.
Run out by Shaquem Griffin.
Stops the clock at 1:15.
And that stops the clock with 1:15.
Second down and 8. All right, here we go. Second down and 8.
What do you think, Greg? Field goal time? Win the game time?
Cincinnati has 2 timeouts. Miami only has a timeout.
7-yarder to end the first half.
Here's Shermer. He's going to throw.
Field, and that is
and that's incomplete for Thaddeus Moss.
Those of you expecting to see 60 minutes, you're watching the NFL on CBS, our game between the Dolphins and the Bengals.
All right, hold on a second. Hey, I appreciate that, Russell Taylor. Welcome to the family, brother. All right, here we go. Third down and 8. 70 seconds left.
3rd and 8 for Shermer and the Bengals. Low snap, he handles it, and then this pass is caught.
And that's caught.
Catch is made by Trenton Irwin.
Trent Irwin with that reception.
And
first
fine
down.
throw by Kyle Shermer.
Clock is running. 55 seconds left.
Boy, that almost. That was a great break on the football by Igbenogany. I thought he was going to pick that off.
Second down and 10.
So did he.
45 seconds left.
That incomplete pass stops the clock with 45 seconds to play.
Well, you might get a chance here to get one more look and see what kind of range your kicker McPherson has. But watch this. I mean, you got a linebacker, you've got a cornerback. Just zips it right in there. 2nd and 10.
And here we go.
Shermer completes that one short of midfield to Thaddeus
Moss.
And they'll use the timeout here.
Cincinnati uses a timeout. Both teams are left with one timeout apiece.
Second timeout. Each team
39
has
seconds
one
left.
30 seconds in length.
Third down and 6 at the
And we are not looking
47-yard
at
line.
overtime. That is one of those things that thankfully has gone the way of the Edsel.
Could you imagine overtime in preseason?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Was that a thing?
Oh, sure.
When?
Oh, it's happened. It's happened before. Huh.
Target field goal distance line, 18 yards.
Sounds like a living nightmare.
Miami 35-yard line.
coaches go, oh boy, a chance for somebody else to get hurt.
Yeah.
In
Here's
extra
the third
playing time.
and 6.
Brilliant.
3rd and 6. They need the Miami 47 for a first down.
And here comes Shermer.
That is complete, and inside the 50 to the 47 is Jacquez Patrick.
Down.
And timeout is called.
And here is a flag on the play.
The flag is on the field. Here's Land Clark.
They could get leading with the helmet.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 41. A 15-yard penalty.
That is LeBlanc.
Trayvon LeBlanc.
Well, I don't think it was LeBlanc.
Oh.
No,
Correction, number 48.
yeah, that was Calvin Munson. Just comes in and
All right,
lowers
Calvin
the helmet.
Munson.
And now we are talking field goal range.
Yep.
What's up, pretty special
Nothing
delivery.
worse, Greg, than not getting a preseason check and then paying a big fine.
All right, here we go.
I mean, that's just a that's brutal.
32 seconds to play. Sherman throwing. Knocked down.
And that's incomplete.
That pass is incomplete.
Intended for Thaddeus Moss.
So it's 2nd and 10. To refresh your memory, Evan
Both teams have
McPherson.
one timeout apiece. 29 seconds left.
2nd
down and
draft pick
goal.
out of Florida. Kicked the
Ball is at the
57-yarder at the end of the
32-yard
first half.
line.
Sherman
throws.
And then out of the hands of
And
Jacquez
Patrick, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down
Yeah, you
and
can
10.
see it just, you know, the old cliche. He took off and ran before he caught it. You can see him take it off right there,
Yep.
and it just bounces right off his hands and chest.
Stops the clock with 25
What's up,
seconds
Barb?
to play.
See, I don't know, Greg. I don't know if you kick a field goal, I don't think you put in
Here's
this.
3rd down and 10.
Let him ride into the season with confidence, right?
And that's incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down and 10. Intended again for Thaddeus
So you would
Moss.
say it doesn't matter whether we win or lose this game.
Correct.
Although it's a considerably shorter
Yeah, but
distance
just
than what we were talking
then all
about.
of a sudden, you know, you want him going into the. I know Jay Feely's going to get really upset when I say this. But at times, they could be a little fragile mentally. At times.
All right, here
You
we
want him
go.
going into
They're
the
going to go
season
for it
with
on 4th down and
perfect
10. 21
field goal
seconds left.
percentage
On
with no
4th
chance of a
down
miss.
and 10.
4th
Here
and
we go,
10.
Shermer. He's going to air it out. And that's incomplete. Turnover
Intended for
on
Scotty
down.
Washington, knocked away by
Miami
Benoit.
will win this game.
And that will wrap this one up for the
29-26.
Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, beautiful man-to-man technique. Igbenogany is in perfect shape, playing outside leverage. And then as soon as
That was
Washington
intended
breaks
for
it off to the
Washington.
corner, he flips his head.
Ogabawani,
I would say,
number 9.
that's a good play.
for
He
the
had a chance of
Dolphins
making a
with
great
that
play.
pass
He should have picked off
deflect.
that ball. See, that's the
Man,
difference. We were
what
talking
a
about Xavier
game.
Howard. It's a difference. Howard, that ball is his. A lot of DBs, they're just comfortable going for the breakup and don't have the confidence to turn into a receiver down the field.
And here comes the kneel
One kneel
down.
And
by
we're done.
Sinnott.
White 20. White 26.
And there's the kneel down. And this bad
What a
baby
day for
is
number
over.
Reed Sinnott, 343 passing yards. That's the most by an NFL quarterback in 6 years in preseason.
All right, that does it. 29-26. That does it. 29-26 is your final. Holy smokes, what a game, folks. What a game. Hold on, let's start setting up for the next stream because we are going to be ending this one. And we got the 8 o'clock game, the The Browns and the Falcons. What's going on, Mr. Beck? Says thank you, Trox. Hey, absolutely. Oh, yeah, looks good at many players. Thanks, Trox. Hey, absolutely. But hopefully you guys will be in the next stream. All you got to do is stay in the stream even when it ends, and it will redirect you into the next stream. And we got the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns tonight at 8. Best stream ever. Hey, I appreciate that. But, man, what a game. What a game. Shout out to the Bengals. Shout out to Miami. Definitely both teams played their tails off. Hey, I appreciate that, Esperanza. On to the next game, says Ken. Absolutely, for the Dolphins and Bengals, it is on to the regular season. Hey, appreciate you, Richard Hall. Storm headed your way. It took the humidity away. Hey, all right. But with that being said, I am going to end this stream. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Stay tuned. I will be live here shortly for Atlanta and Cleveland. Cincinnati, good look at your division rival. Same with my Steelers. You know, good chance to look at the Browns. But with that being said, I'll see you over there. Peace. Hey, I appreciate that, Willie3. Appreciate that. Welcome to the family. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. It'll be live at 8 o'clock.